You have time.
I don't know where the one I want to wear is, so I'm gonna have to grab a backup.
God, I am so horny to roleplay.
I can't hear the music bot, but I know it's happening because I just heard it on the stream. But I can't hear it on my microphone or my
The
headset.
music bot doesn't play the map scroll music. The video of the map scroll does.
Gotcha.
Built in. If Matt was playing music right now, the stream would hear two different types of music.
You would think
Every
after
day.
all the streams we've done, I would have realized that at this point.
I still don't know what we're doing. So I think you get a free pass there.
You're muted and you're talking, Aiden.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Friday Night Dice. My name is Matt, and I'm the Dungeon Master here. Welcome to our normally Tuesday night campaign, but this week Thursday. Sometimes we swap. This is the game that we like to call the Castaways. How's everyone doing tonight?
Fucking magical.
Amazing.
Peachy.
God, it feels like forever since we played.
Sliding in right at home base as soon as the ball arrives. It's going to be an umpire call as to whether or not it's a victory for today.
We'll find out.
Is that a... He said swapping, you said ball. Is this a kinky joke I missed?
It's a victory just to be playing D&D with you guys.
Hey.
Jeez.
Oh, man. Zach, I was real tempted to make the Make Your Way emote a tier 3 emote, so only you and I had access to it.
Nah.
But I decided to take up our last tier 1 emote and put it there, so our last spot went to that.
By the way, we do have a new emote,
Yep,
chat.
guys.
And it's Make Your Way. which is
You
something
guys-
I gave so much shit to Matt about that he made it an emote.
Yeah, you guys fucked with me so much about this. I leaned into it. I was like, you know what, we're gonna run with it. It's gonna be part of the channel from now on. So now, when I don't have an excuse to not try and say it, because now every time I say it, people can just spam the emote, and I'll get use out of my emote.
There you go.
Beat you at your own game.
I have the wrong character sheet pulled
You
up.
can't beat them, join them.
Yup. Oh man, I have been dying to play this session for the last 2 weeks because it's been 16 days since we last played.
Mm-hmm. It's better
Speaking
be a
of
combat.
16 days, can I get like a real thick recap? Just like a real
Thick
extra
and
heavy
long.
recap.
I actually pre-wrote one, but I tried to keep it short and sweet so we could get right to playing. So maybe I'll add some stuff as it goes along. We'll see. But let's go ahead and get into it.
Wait, one question.
No.
Did we level up at the end of last session?
Hell no. Y'all just got level 6 2 sessions ago, and one of those sessions was a half session.
Yes, and
No. Y'all got like 5 or 6 sessions before you get level 7. Sorry to tell you.
ouch.
Oh. What do I want to play?
Dumb joke.
Did I miss it? I probably must have missed it.
It's in chat.
Oh,
Stupid.
He said, give me a medium recap. It needs to talk to ghosts. Like,
nice.
just hold my head under the water, please.
Oh God, I'm not reading that, Emma. God damn it. So, last we gathered, we watched as the Castaways, after desecrating and setting ablaze Andraxis' fleet, continued sailing westward around the southern tip of Jotunheim, taking
Tip.
care not to venture too far away
Tip,
from the
tip.
shore, as Kothar had instructed them that this small vessel would not survive on the harsh waters of the Broken Sea. As night fell and our heroes began to take turns taking their different watches throughout the night, slowly drifting down the shoreline, they began to hear strange sounds. God, I can't talk tonight. Low, drawn-out rumbles coming from Zeltroy's mountain. As the night continued on, Kothar began investigation of the ship, in which they had commandeered, finding a small pirate's hidey hole in the captain's quarter. Within it, he found a small wooden box, a statue of some kind, almost nautical and old in nature, some sort of deity or creature of the sea. Kothar had seen this before, a depiction of this somewhere, but he couldn't quite remember it. Where did he see it before? It lost him. Just before dawn the next day, the party awoke to find Kedai writhing in pain and foaming at the mouth. Not knowing what's going on or how to stop it, they attempted to stabilize her as best they could, Kothar picking her up and holding her head, medically trained as he is. But for Kedai, it was much, much worse. She found herself staring down a massive crimson tree with red leaves, and a searing, almost burning pain filled her body as the Verdant King finally made himself known to her. He told her that he had plans for her, and that she had not yet partaken in enough of his power. She awoke, sobbing, terrified. She looked across the boat, found herself surrounded by her friends. But a short flashback of her dream, that massive tree she saw, almost located in the general direction of the Yklavar Grove, a place that she had been planning to visit to seek out help from the forest spirit Maeve. As the party set out across the rolling plains toward Singara, they caught sight of something strange. A massive ox, pulling a covered carriage down through the plains. A mysterious traveler named Maze approached them, selling them very useful items. As the party continued through the plains on their journey to Singara, they turned around and as if she was never there. A short breeze passed by all of them, and as if she was just gone and never existed. We now find the party descending the plains towards Singara, going to meet with Captain Petrin, so Kothar can deliver to him his trophy. What are you guys doing?
It's only been 16 days. About how far of a travel is it remaining?
Till you guys get to Singara,
Mm.
it's like on the horizon. You can basically see it.
Oh, fucking neat.
With my new ability, trivial.
Yeah, exactly.
It's weird. I feel like I'm stepping farther. My legs got longer. I'm just moving so fast.
Fane, what happened to your accent?
Oh shit. Yeah, it's been 16 days. Oh shit, it's back. Okay, oh, we're good.
I suppose we will begin making our way into town.
Making our way.
Ah!
Okay. As you guys descend down the hills towards the low-lying valley where Singara lays, you guys find yourselves on a fairly normal day. You can see that Yalis has returned to town. You can see him across the way, almost on the other side of the entrance here, sitting with Gran, talking to her. And he seems almost frantic, in a panic state.
We move in.
Yeah.
Fane takes the lead on this one. Moves in, and I'll stand kind of a couple feet away as Yalis. As I want to listen to what Yalis is saying before I say anything.
As he approaches, you can hear he's almost sobbing and crying and talking to Freya. I don't know what happened. And Draxus has betrayed us. He's raised a fleet. He almost killed a few of the visitors we recently had.
As he's like, as soon as I hear him like sobbing, I'm gonna go forward, and like as he's talking and saying this, I'm gonna put my hand under his chin and lift it up and say, "You are stronger than panic. Take a breath, steady yourself. Speak calmly."
Kind of like takes a deep breath and stares up at you. He's a bit shorter than you, so he's definitely looking upwards.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. And Draxus was like an older brother to me. And you see he's like clenching at a wound in his side that you can definitely tell is some sort of infection growing across his body.
Does it look? Doesn't look like familiar. It's just a normal like infected wound, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Does
it
look
looks.
healable?
Roll a medicine check for me.
Yeah, I was gonna say as I walk up, does it look like anything that I've seen before? Or would be
Sure.
able to...
One of you can roll, both you can
That's
roll,
a
or one can
natural
roll with
20.
advantage. Oh, easy enough.
I want to roll for fun.
Go for it.
No.
Kidai, you can definitely tell that he has been poisoned and that it's slowly spreading across his body.
Would I have any idea how to stop the poison or what?
With a
kind of
natural
poison
20,
it
you
was?
know that there are
28, technically.
Jesus Christ. With a 28, you would know that medicinal herbs, rest, and tending to the wound would take care of it in a few days,
I will whip up whatever herbs I have to do so.
which you have plenty of because you've been gathering them and buying them as needed.
I will use my herbalism kit that I managed to acquire at one point to help Kidai as much as I can.
Go for it.
I'll
Each of you...
Make it
Sir-
as speedy as I can.
I'm gonna put my hand on Yalis' shoulder, kind of steadying him again, and say, "Hey, Yalis, it seems like you need your rest. Go, Kidai will help you. We will tell Fralia what happened."
She kind of looks up, almost a puzzled but a not shocked look on her face. I never did trust that boy and how he drew his power.
Yes, but you never really know until the cards are shown, do you?
He was in line to be the next chief. That's arrogant fool.
He's strong. It only made sense.
I understand. I simply wish there was more I could do.
There is plenty you can do.
I'm afraid
Plenty we can do.
I'm afraid in my old state that I'm still trying to recover from flying you guys back here.
Hmm.
I don't have the stamina like I once did.
At least you know. And that means more than a lot of things. It's the knife in the dark that you must fear.
There is comfort in knowing.
We do bring good news, though.
You've found something good out of this venture?
Well, Kothar slew the one cutting trees to the southeast. And Kidai
At the mention of that, she
massacred.
instantly embraces Kothar.
Oh, well, I'll just put one arm around her because the other one's still kind of like been
Holding up
loosely
the headless body.
Yeah, well, holding is a kind turn of
Okay,
phrase.
dragging.
Dragging.
Yes.
I wish we could have gotten a few more of them, but we at least managed to get the leader, and I think probably his third in command. It seems like Andriaxis may have been second without us knowing.
It's that it's that lust for power that has always drawn him to greatness. And I only wish that I could have pointed him in the right direction.
Don't hold yourself too accountable. He made his own choices. You offered what you could, but you could not force him.
I could have done better. I could have been more attentive, shown him what druids can do, and she looks to Yukidai, what we can do, and perhaps maybe he wouldn't have gone down such a dark path, accepted such this dark gift.
Feralia, do not even well-tended trees die sometimes?
Depends on the type of tree.
I know enough about gardening to know that you simply prune these trees and move on. It's not a mistake of the gardener.
Perhaps you're right. But part of me will always blame myself for what has happened to him. I can't help but hope somewhere in my heart maybe one day he'll have a change of faith and renounce the gifts he's been given and come back to us. Although I feel that is slim at this point.
I promise you, the chances are 0.
Sorry to hear that.
He will not be a threat for long. His ambitions are too large, and his betrayals too great. Considering what they were interested in, I fear that they are a danger to everyone if they are allowed to continue.
What were they doing with all the trees and whatever was going on?
They were amassing a fleet out there in the lagoon. To what ends, we do not know, but it looks like they'd also uncovered a long-forgotten kind of pyramid in the center.
You ever heard of something like that?
Unfortunately, I have. Being as seasoned as I am, us druids do live long lives,
Yo.
but
Oh, sorry, I thought my mic was muted. Totally thought my mic was muted. Whoops.
Ariana Grande. Yeah.
but my long life is quickly coming to an end. But in my last few years, I came across old texts that were always thought to be child's ghost stories, things you told your children to keep them to behave. A being known as Zendoza. A leviathan of the deep that stalks the waters around Jotunheim. As you know, or at least I assume you know if you look around, Jotunheim is an isle mostly of dragons. And this is a dragon of the sea.
Is there a dragon of the land? I mean, I imagine that Zeltroy would be like the dragon of the air, and then we have this dragon of the sea. Is there a land dragon that we have to worry about too, or is it just like
You haven't heard, Kothar. I figured you would have since you are this dragon.
Ooh, plot twist.
Fair point.
Freya kind
Kothar
of
will,
chuckles.
like, flex loosely?
As far as I know, there is no dragon that roams the land.
Hmm.
When we were in the temple, one of the people we killed said that they were doing this for Zendoza.
Mm-hmm. I also think, because I know I've heard that name before, I'm trying to find it in my notes. This character doesn't have keen mind, so I better have written it down.
I think the only time it's been mentioned was when the fox person said it.
Yeah, I think Aragod said something, though. Before he
That
died.
was when we tortured Aragod. He said they were doing it for Zendoza.
I'm pretty sure that's what it is, unless I'm
Mhm.
mistaken.
I'm pretty sure he said they were doing it for the leader of
What was the leader's name?
give me 1 second, let me find it in my notes.
Tristana.
Yeah, the leader, Tristana.
Udelafon.
Udelafon.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
definitely said they
Yeah,
were doing it for
that's-
Udelafon.
That's who he
Yeah,
said it
I'm
was.
sorry.
I have it in my notes that he said that Edelafon asked him to summon him, but I have it
That's-
written here that the Paraxi said for Zendoza when she was killed.
Yeah, my
bad.
session notes say I didn't drop that name for you guys until last 2 sessions.
Hey, I'm sorry. I've only, million names.
No, you're fine.
I colluded them.
I'm trying to keep it straight so there's no confusion.
All right. Philly, I'd like to get to work on something I can be useful in. Is there any movement from the Tristana angle?
Not that I know of. We sent guards to watch over the wetlands to the north, which is probably the quickest way or the most effective way for them to come towards us, and we've heard nothing come back from them. They check in about every 3 or 4 days. No word of movement.
I know you don't know them very well, but do you expect them to sit idly by?
And she kind of looks over at the not really overcrowded, but definitely more crowded village now with all of the refugees that you guys had brought in. I don't expect them to sit by, but if they cared about these people, I don't expect them to act rashly and without planning.
Still, you should be on guard. How's the construction of defenses going?
As you guys were coming into town, you saw there were I looked this up and I fucking can't remember what it's called now. They're like wooden pikes that are set in crosses all across the
Palisade walls.
Palisades walls, yes.
Mm.
All across the
Mm.
outsides of the city, which there previous were really no real defenses on the outsides of the outskirts of the city. You can see that they're maybe look like there's some sort of freshly dug, freshly padded dirt on the valley to the north. Maybe murder holes or various traps that have been laid to the north of the village.
Tell me something, if you would, Freya. Who was in charge of all these defenses?
The 2 dwarves you brought back, they're quite they're quite handy and giddy, if I do say so myself.
The very acme of resourceful. Well,
Both of them and the elven woman have been hard at work reinforcing human woman. Have been hard at work reinforcing the land. They've done quite a bit.
you mean Ezra?
Yes, is that her name? I'm sorry, formally introduce myself to her.
I believe that's her name. It's been 60
Yeah,
Ezra.
years.
she's
Yeah,
a
Ezra.
little standoffish. I wouldn't feel too offended by it.
She
Heart
does
of
seem
gold,
to.
though.
She does seem to keep to herself, and to be honest, I'm a little wary of those strange eyes she has. Kind of with the heebie-jeebies.
Be on your guard. She can be quite persuasive with her eyes
I believe
in
it.
the not so well, not the mundane sense, I should say.
DM, I mean, I knew, like, I didn't know a lot about Zeltroy, but I knew a general description of what he was. Would I know anything about Zendoza?
Have I heard tales being on the sea about this creature?
Unfortunately, Zamira, it'd be like a DC 30 for you, so it's probably not. I mean, you can roll if you'd like, but probably have not heard of it.
But I spent my whole life studying dragons.
There's a difference between actual dragons and what a druid calls a sea dragon.
Well, hold on. I'll clear this up. Have I heard of Zandoza even though I'm technically 5 years old and spent my whole life in a tribe?
No.
Okay.
And I haven't come into the sea, have I?
Although for you, Kothar, go ahead and roll for me.
Oh, good. We're going to flex that big +0 history, baby. No. 7.
Yeah, nothing really comes to mind at the name. I mean, you think you might have heard it in passing somewhere, but like she said, it was probably a folktale or something, and you just didn't pay no mind to it.
Yeah, I imagine I've heard of sea serpents, but
Yes.
never like this one specifically.
Correct.
Can I, being on this island, and as you said, being seasoned, have you heard tale of a relationship, positive or negative, between Zendoza and Zeltroy? Did they have like a dragon beef?
No, I've never heard a story of them ever battling, although I do think perhaps if they were to come to blows, it would be catastrophic.
Would they be allies then? Or at the very least just indifferent towards each other?
If I had to guess, I'd say they have no affiliation, probably never interacted with each other. So I would not call them, I wouldn't call them allies.
It doesn't seem highly probable that two very large and seemingly all-powerful dragons would cohabitate in such a small
They're
area
in a
together.
love triangle. They just don't know it yet.
You would think that they would want the area all for themselves. It just seems odd to me.
I'm sorry, I don't know, my dear.
Who's the third?
I don't know. I was just making that up.
It's obviously you.
Yum, Spain.
I got enough love for all.
Oh my.
Well, Fralia, we have business to attend to in Yiklavir, I think. Is that the name of it, Kidai?
Oh, do you guys plan to make the pilgrimage to the Grove?
Have I told Graham about my dream yet?
You have not.
I would like to do so in excruciating detail.
Okay.
Probably like pulling her over to the side and kind of whispering, not necessarily like out in the open, Graham, listen to this. But
I think
like,
we're still standing at the front gate, and
You're kind of in the center of
Yellow walked
town.
away, so. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
As she pulls her off to the side, I'll just yell, "Secrets don't make friends!"
As she does that, I will just, with whoever wants to go with me, I will go look for Patrin.
I'll go with Kotar on that.
Yeah, I'll give Kidai her space.
Okay.
I'll stick around near Graham and Kidai. Or
So as
Gam Gam.
you-
The mural will do like the double back and forth, like she doesn't know who to go with. And then she'll go with Kothar and Thane.
Gonna need you later.
So as you pull her to the side, Kidai, do you want to roleplay it, or do you want to just gloss over it and say you told her everything.
Yeah, just I told her everything, and then we'll go from there.
Okay. At the mention of your dream and the details of it, her face kind of like almost goes pale and like looks over to you. Do you think this is what is connected to the corruption of the forest? Perhaps he's here and...
Just by intuition's guess, I would say yes. I would say that would be the next move to figure out.
That makes so much sense now. Maeve has been so... almost felt distant and... unable to be reached, and this would explain everything. If he's here and he's done something to infect her grove and it's spread across the island, perhaps that's why we haven't been able to get in contact with her.
Exactly.
This is... She kind of just like looks over her shoulder. She's looking for like, I'm going to need to, unless you guys are heading right to the grove, I'm going to need to send others to investigate.
I believe that's our next stop, is to go straight to the grove. If not, it's definitely mine.
Please don't take too long. If needed, I will send others to follow after you.
If it comes down to that, I can send a messenger for you. Just like last time, if that worked well for you.
That would be fine.
Okay. Do you have any idea what he would have meant by not being done with me yet, me not experiencing enough of his power?
I don't know much of the Verdant King rather than he simply uses those that he... I don't know how to put it into words. Those that are bound to him, he uses them. They pull from his power, and the more they do, the more he infects them and pulls them to his side. The more his hunger begins to grow and overtake them, until eventually they themselves are nothing more than his pawns.
I guess I just don't understand, because I wasn't the one that chose this. I didn't choose to have these powers. I didn't want this in the first place. I didn't make the deal.
Kind of like runs her hand down your face. I know, my dear, and I wish there was more I could do to break this curse. But this is a journey that you will have to make on your own to break this curse. It is an internal fight.
Well, at least I kind of kill two birds with one stone, so to speak, and I get to help you guys as well. And I'm not quite alone.
No, you're not. You have good friends.
Well, thank you for listening. I had hoped somebody would make sense of it, and you definitely have helped.
I can't help but notice... Where did you find this armor? This is... gorgeous.
I hope it's okay. When we were down in the what would I even call that? I wouldn't say dungeon to her face. I just can't think of another word.
It was a ziggurat, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pyramid.
Yeah.
Pyramid. When we were in the pyramid, we came across a room full of really vivacious, fresh, alive plant life, and this was hanging from the bark of a tree. It called to me. I hope that's okay.
She like runs her hands like across like the outskirts of the chest piece that you're wearing, and like as she does it, like begins to like bloom and react to her, like with flowers and like all sorts of like vines and stuff. This was crafted by Maeve in her grove and radiates her energy.
I believe it was her grove or similar. It was from her.
Perhaps Maeve is the reason that Zendoza has not made himself known over the years. Maybe she played a hand in his sealing.
I can certainly try to find out.
Anyway, either way, it's beautiful, and I almost envy you.
Well, thank you. I hope it's okay that I have it.
Oh, it's more than okay. I believe you're going to need it for your fight.
I would say so. Absolutely. Fane was crafting me some very, very beautiful armor, and it's going to match so well. I can't wait for the whole thing to come together.
Well, I can't either, my dear.
You said Zendoza's... Ask her if she had a hand in Zendoza's keeping? Zendoza's
Sealing?
entrapment? Sealing,
Yeah,
thank you.
entrapment, however you want to say it, yeah.
Awesome. Just making sure I write that down, because I will forget. Sir.
You're good. Alright. So the three of you would be Kothar, Fane, and Zamira. You said you were all going to find Captain Petrin?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. Akaria, were you trying to eavesdrop on that conversation at all, or just sticking by?
I mean, I was standing close. I wouldn't say I was like potentially or specifically eavesdropping, but if I heard something, I heard something.
Okay, roll a perception check for me.
Oh, okay. Now it makes it look like I was eavesdropping. Yeah, it's an 8+ things.
Yeah, you didn't hear much.
13.
Caught bits and pieces, but not very much of that conversation.
Most of it I already know.
Yeah.
So.
Doesn't take the rest of you long, but eventually you do find Patrine in outside what appears to be a freshly built there's like a small where the grass and everything has been cleared away, and there are two makeshift training dummies on either side made of like giant pieces of wood that look like they've been harvested from some of the palisades. And you can see there are slash marks and all kinds of stuff across it where you see it looks like himself and others have been slowly training, like trying to get back into fighting shape.
Hey, Captain, if you want another dummy to use for target practice, I think I got one for you. And I will just kind of not throw at him, but I will throw forward the body.
As he turns around and the body just kind of lands on the ground and the dust kind of billows out from where you throw it, he just looks down. And it takes him a short while without a head being there. But eventually his eyes begin to almost swell. And you can see that a sense of relief has washed over his face. You can see the tears begin to roll down his eyes. And before he can even say anything, he just runs over, grabs you, and picks you up. Which is a tough feat for him to do, but he is a large man, unlike yourself. He sets you down. I can't believe you've finally avenged our comrades.
I only wish I could say that the fleet was ours now, but it seems like there was a bit more betrayal than we had anticipated, so...
More? I don't follow.
I mean, I don't know if you'd met him, Andraxis. He,
In passing. Never personally had a conversation with the man.
He's no longer on our side. And I don't honestly know if he ever was.
Sorry to hear that. The only time we ever interacted was over planning out hunts and food. Never had an actual conversation with him. I'm sorry to hear that. What happened?
It sounds like he was kind of in line with Uthal. To what extent, I'm not sure. He tried to escape after they tried to Uthal and his compatriot, who is also currently lying dead at the bottom of a temple, tried to open some portal to summon some sea leviathan or something like that. And we put an end to that. Unfortunately, Andraxis kind of stole the crystal and ran, but we chased him down, got the crystal back, but thinking
That's-
Andraxis is probably still out there.
That's concerning. You guys were able to retrieve, I guess, whatever he was after, though?
Yeah, we have. Who has that, by the way?
Zamirda.
Oh, got it. Yeah, Zamira's crystal. We've got it safe and sound.
Bro, just spilling secrets over here.
To my captain, yes.
He kind of like throws his hand on your shoulder and like gives it a tight grip. Nevertheless, this is a victory.
I take it you still have that bottle of rum that I told you to save.
Motions over to his pile of stuff that's sitting on the ground on the outskirts of the training camp. I do. And he motions for you to walk over with him, and as he walks over, he reaches down and you can see that he's pulled out his old admiral's gear and the captain's gear from his sailing days. And as he pulls out the bottle of rum and reaches over and hands it to you, what he also does is he picks up his old admiral's jacket from his days within the Zartalos Navy. And on the edges of the shoulders, where almost these small little emblems are kind of like embedded in the jacket, he rips them off and hands them to you. It may be a few years since I've been a part, or home, to be a part of the Zartalos Navy, but nonetheless, I still serve them, and it is with my great honor that I promote you to Admiral Bothar. It may not mean anything until we get back home, or if it even does by the time we get back. But to me, it will always mean something. And to your fallen brethren at the bottom of the sea, they can now rest in peace.
I hope they do. I mean, you know me, I've never been quite one for words or speeches. And I'd hate to ruin such a moment. So let us drink for them into completing our mission.
Kind of like raises the bottle to the fallen.
The victorious did.
Take his drink. And a very hefty one at that.
Fane definitely takes part.
Yes, I would pass that around. This is not a solo victory, of which I explained to him. This is definitely a team group effort.
You can see he's almost like... It's like that point where you've like just gotten down off the high of adrenaline rush, where your body's like slightly shaking, and he's like gripping at the bottle. It's almost like a weight's been lifted off my shoulders. And I can't thank you enough.
You don't have to thank me. This was, I mean, it was for them, and it was for us, but it was also for me. I'd love to say it was anything more than a selfish act in the moment, but
I wouldn't call it selfish. This man brought us, all of us, a lot of pain. I would call it justice. I would call it honor.
I guess the only thing left to do now is to get rid of this, and I'll kind of like loosely kick at the corpse.
What do you want to do with it? It is yours after all.
What do you say we bury him? We bury him so deep that the sea will never find him again.
You don't want to send him to the bottom of the sea? To his watery grave, the one that he bestowed on everyone else.
I think being sent to the sea is too high an honor for the likes of him.
You're right.
To dig in.
Let us find a spot in the outskirts of town.
May I make a suggestion?
Absolutely.
And I mean, I know this man and his death mean a great deal to you and your comrades, but we have a lot of people who need feeding. We could make him be. It's not where this is going. We could make him be of use. We could chop him up and use him for bait, for hunting, fishing.
Oh.
We could make him do some good for some people for a change.
If the people of Sangara think that would be helpful in any way, shape, or form, I am not against it.
You know, the people also need javelins. I'm not there, but
It just seems a befitting end to make him help the very people he was trying to kill. Make some good come from it, rather than just burying him in anger.
Perhaps.
On the counter.
Let me think on it for the night. You don't
piss him
mind.
off so much.
If not, I would just suggest we burn him, so he doesn't take up any more space on this earth.
I hate to interject, Samira. This man, while I know where your heart is in a good place, I'd rather see him burn than to be divvied up into sections. I want to know that, see it from my own eyes. His body being covered in dirt or thrown to the flames. I want to know that it's done.
I understand that sentiment. It was merely a suggestion, but the choice lies with you two. But I agree with burning him rather than burying him. It seems awfully respectful and disrespectful to the ground.
Zamira, this is their decision. Come on.
I'll ask the people what they think, and if he's of any use. I think if he had a grave, he'd be rolling in it. Now he was helping the people. And I'll get in real close to him, out of earshot of the others, and I'll say, besides, there's always part of him we can still bury.
Just kind of nods. This is your victory. And I will respect whatever you decide to do with it.
Thank you.
If I may, and Thane will draw out the crashing waves, and I'll sort of twirl it, and I'll say, Admiral, and, well, Patrine, what is your rank now?
I was senior admiral for the
Rear
Zartalas
admiral.
Avni whenever I was did hold rank. Don't know if I still do. But
Admiral.
ranks mean nothing on this island.
Okay. Patrine. This was Utal's blade, and I had intended to put it to use, but
I
if
recognize
you have
it.
if you have wishes for it besides it being used to, well, continue this continue the chain of events, you may make them known, and I will respect them.
If I had it, I would cast it into the sea. So, I would rather you hold on to it and get some use out of it.
Okay.
Perhaps some good will come of that blade, rather than all the blood that has been tainted by it.
Hopefully, the blood moving forward will be that of those who would use it to do harm, or who would do harm unnecessarily.
In the hands of you three, I can't think of a better place for it to belong.
I'll sheathe the blade and step back.
I guess we celebrate tonight.
I think a celebration is in order.
Kothar will spend the vast majority. He will spend the remainder of the night getting rip-roaring drunk for the first time in a little while.
Well, I believe a feast is in order, at least for the 6 of us, if your other 2 friends are still around.
They are still here, thankfully.
But I found a ripe hog this morning. I say we barbecue it and have a glorious meal.
Let's pig out.
God, now I'm hungry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
What time of day is it?
But the amount of time you
Good
guys
morning.
spent traveling, it's getting in like late afternoon.
Oof.
I will, if I can, I'll spend the remainder of the afternoon working on Kedai's pauldrons.
Okay.
A smaller set of work this time, downsizing it just to make like decorative flower pauldrons that can like fit into her armor if possible.
Okay. Go ahead and make a leather workers check for me.
Oh, BKB, that's yeah. Leather workers tools. That's gonna be a 20.
You get actually a lot of work done for how much you've been drinking. It's a little bit of you're almost a little proud with the amount of work you've gotten done with how little time you've had.
I would say until the feast starts, I would just be like normal Fane levels of drunk. Like the
Okay.
drunk won't start till dinner.
Sure.
Mm.
So you guys have, let's say, 3 hours of downtime until your feast is ready. Is there anything specific anyone would like to do?
Well, I would real quick like to, as soon as Kedai is done talking with Freya, and I would like to ask Kedai, I know it's urgent, and I agree. Time did you want to leave for the Grove?
I would say morning. I don't think there's any sense going there at night.
Okay.
Not until we
I'm
know
of a-
what to expect, at least.
I'm of a mind to exchange some words with Freya and see if she thinks it could be helpful. Will you join me?
Of course.
I'll catch back up to Freya. Freya, I had an idea while we were out and about, and I'm not sure if it's going to be of help. I know Stradmil and Thabnil have put themselves hard to work at the defenses. I was thinking maybe there's a way to turn our potential enemies into allies. Freya?
Oh, sorry. I thought. Sorry, my wife texted me. Maddie's not wanting to go to sleep.
It's all good. Go be a dad.
Repeat
Put us on
what you
break.
said. I apologize.
No, it's fine. I will just real quickly, because I'm not going to say it in Akari's slow cadence again. I caught back up to Freya with Kedai and wanted to talk over a potentially helpful solution. I know Stradmil and Thabnil have been busy, but maybe I can help with the defenses of Singara.
Unfortunately, I think your friends are kind of helming the defenses. If there's anything they need help with, I believe they'd be the ones to ask. As far as I know, the city looks more defended than it ever has been.
Well, this would be a chance to turn our potential enemies into allies, but I would need your agreements first, for you would be one element of it.
What do you need from me?
Well, I was thinking there's two scouts that defected with the rest of Tristana, Elijah and Barrow. I've spent a good amount of time with the Tristana scouts, and I know how they travel. My thoughts were I'm also quite proficient at setting and laying traps. I was thinking if I could design a series of non-lethal traps that wound someone enough where they can't travel, we could leave a note with the trap that directs them here. See the truth of the lies they've been told. And then, obviously, you would welcome them in, and they would see that the... and you would heal them, and they would see that the lies that they've been told are false. But I can't do it without your help, obviously.
You don't worry they'd harbor any hatred for us setting such traps for them?
Well, I think the traps are what they are, and they probably have already done the same. But these ones I was planning to make non-lethal.
If you
But
think
You could
that
do some sort of ensnarement, some sort of something growing out of the ground that wears off.
That could be as well. I'm willing to leverage whatever help we get. I was just thinking, you know, if they trip on it and it slices their Achilles tendon, they certainly aren't making the trip back to Tristana, but they can make it to Sangara. And then once here, they will see the same thing we saw when we walked through the city the first time. And then once they're treated, you set them free to their own devices, and if they decide to attack you, I'm sure you're strong enough to take care of a scout. It's just an idea.
If you think that would be a good idea, that is perfectly fine. I will... If your traps are non-lethal, then a bit of a counter suggestion. I will heal them, but not after they've spent a few days here, so they fully understand that we mean them no harm. I don't want to heal someone and then they instantly turn around and start attacking people of my village.
Certainly, I apologize. I didn't specify a time frame. No, it was enough for them to see the truth behind the lies they've been told.
I think that would be acceptable.
I don't know how long I'll have. I know there's lots of things that I'm sure my friends will want to do tonight, but it was just trying to lend what I can.
I as well don't know how long you have. She looks over at Kidai. I won't divulge anything she doesn't want you all to know, but you all are on a time crunch. And
I think we're all on the same page.
time is not your friend in this case.
I know. I don't know what my friends will be up to. I'm sure they're planning something. But I'll at least have the night, I imagine.
Sure.
Well, I appreciate you giving your graces on this and your flexibility. I hope it'll do some good.
The five of you, in the short amount of time I've known you, have done innumerable, untold amounts of good for this village. And it's the least I could do.
Okay. I will make my way back to the rest of the group, assuming Kidai joins me as well.
Sure. Is there anyone else would like to do in these 3 hours before you guys start your party?
You can go first.
I just wanted to ask, when we discussed the armor for Kidai, you said it was a day's work, correct? Like 8 hours of work?
Correct, yes.
So with it being a smaller piece, I have 7 hours total working on that piece. Is it possible I could push through and finish it?
Oh yeah,
with a bit more time?
You're basically done with it then.
Okay, then I would push through and I would finish the pauldrons for key
Yeah.
die. I'm kind of assuming like I had done most of the work after she
Yeah.
told me about it previously.
I'd say essentially you're like just about finished with it, and you see them start like pretty much pulling the hog off of the rotisserie above the fire, and like starting to like tear it apart and like start to pass out food, and you finally finish it and then go over to eat, basically.
Okay. I'll take them with me.
Okay.
Sort of have them set over my shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
And just kind of when Kidai arrives, I'll find a good time to give them to her.
Okay.
I want to. Oh, go ahead. Oh, I thought you were saying something. I just want to go off somewhere secluded with the orb.
Sure.
I want to talk to it for a minute.
Okay.
You will
How you
find
doing,
the
little mama?
others.
Let me whisper in your ear.
We've been trying to reach
What
you
a-
about your car's extended warranty.
Oh no.
Where's somewhere like secluded away from the
You-
party I could take it?
You would basically have to leave town if you wanted to get secluded, like go on the outskirts of the town.
That's fine.
And with all of like the murder holes and like the pitfall traps and shit that have been built to the north side of town, you'd have to go south.
Okay. I'll go that way. Make him away. And I want to just sit down like Indian style with the orb and just kind of hold it and ponder on it and just incredulously I can't believe I found this thing. I didn't want to believe you're here, but if you're here, then there must be more, and that means it'll be a long time before I can go home. I wish you would. I know you have some sort of power, and I wish you could find a way to glean that to me, glean any insight as to what you do and what you're for and what evil or goodness you contain, so that I might know how to proceed. And I'll just kind of like absent-mindedly twirl around with it.
Mm-hmm. That happens.
I mean, I didn't really expect for it to. But
That's fair.
does it like? Does the eye like twinkle at me inside of it?
Sure.
And I just want to kind of sit there for a little bit since they're all drinking and Zamir doesn't drink. I'll just take this time to meditate a little bit and enjoy this time away from the hubbub and all the activity we've had the last few days and decompress a bit.
This is not decompression music, Matt.
Yeah, I was talking to the orb and the music got really crunk and I got scared for a second.
I don't know what you're talking about. So,
Asshole.
the 5 of you finish up your various things that you're doing in your few hours that you have. And
Well,
you
hang
all...
on, DM. You know
Oh,
I gotta
God
drag
damn
this
it.
out more. I literally gotta goddamn it out of the DM. It's a W. I would like to go find real quick if I can. I'm gonna try to keep this as fucking short as I can.
you're
You know
good.
how I like to talk. Elijah and Barrow, how involved are they, along with Stradmule and Thadmule, in setting up the defenses in Cigar? Are they already like well versed? Because they were Trasonic scouts, so I'm hoping so.
They've been like keeping watch, but it doesn't seem like they've been helping set up like any traps or anything. But they've definitely been like keeping watch and like looking like essentially as scouts would. They're tracking where the traps are so they know how to get in and out of the city safely.
Okay. I will quickly pitch to them the idea that I floated by Frelia and that we have their grace. What do they think about it?
Barrow kind of looks at you. Yeah, I could set such traps up. I might need a few days for gathering materials, but I'm sure I could make a few dozen.
Gotta check my inventory real fast. Okay, I do have what I believe would be worthy of a trap. I have a hunting trap, so If time allows, I would like to real quick go out there, show them how to create a trap that is explicitly non-lethal.
Mm-hmm.
That is, and obviously reveal to them that I tracked both them and, well, I don't say Aragod because they don't know that. But that I tracked them and then I know how the hunters of Tristana travel. But to set traps, make them non-lethal, teach anybody else their locations so they don't accidentally step into them. And we will just go to work on setting a basic one. I'm sure that they will do a better job. And attaching to some form of the mechanism or device a note in common that essentially says, this trap has rendered you incapable of making it back to Tristana. Inspect the trap. You will see that this was by design. You will not survive the dangers or denizens of the night if you try. Come to Sangara and see the truth of your lies. You will see what the real truth is. You will be treated for your wounds, and you will be set free and able to make your own decisions with full knowledge. That's a lot to write on a piece of paper, but I'm paraphrasing.
Yeah, you're good.
So I help them set up like one basic non-lethal trap, show them like basically like where they're like, oh no, we totally wouldn't take that path. I'm like, no, you totally would. Set that trap, make it non-lethal with a note of that form. Done, Finn. They can carry out the rest.
Sure. It probably takes you, I mean, to go through all of that, probably 2 hours. So I mean, it takes you a while, but easy enough to do.
I just want to get the ball rolling on that because I feel like it's the best way to get Tristana scouts to understand the same thing that we understood when we showed up here.
Sure.
So that's that. I'm done. Now you can move on to the feast. I give you permission to move on.
Anyone got anything else?
Well, now that you mention it, no, I'm just kidding.
We drink.
You guys sit down with your massive boar with Captain Petrin in his small, humble hut that he has built out of leathers from different things they've hunted here in town, and various bits and pieces of branches that kind of hold up the varying edges. Well, let us eat. And he starts passing out the varying bits of the boar to you guys. The hands you, Kothar, a massive rack of ribs. And you guys all feast. And with that, we're going to go to break. So I can go try and get Maddie to go to bed.
Drunk.
So, guys, we'll be back here in about 5-ish minutes. Stick around.
And we'll all hit level 7, don't worry.
Yeah, no, we're not doing that. But we're going to go to break. And we'll be back here in about 5 minutes. Don't go nowhere.
Don't go nowhere. Go grab a drink. Get comfy.
Can they hear me in Twitch or just in here?
Yeah, they're gonna hear you on Twitch when we talk.
Zach, you didn't know this, but my call sign is Goldfish.
You didn't know this, but my dog's really a 90-year-old wizard.
Oh, I could tell just by looking at him. Instantly. Mine is a dum-dum.
That's a thick duper.
He's not wrong. She's pretty big.
I don't think I've ever seen a dog just be so chill with being manipulated like that.
I hate him.
I love him.
I like Goldilocks.
He's just a big baby. He's just in love.
Can we trade for like a day or two, please?
No, you would hate him
He'd be
because he's so needy, but only with me. And like he acts like you've murdered him if I leave him. That's why I always tell everybody he'll never run away because he's far too needy to never leave me.
Wait, why did you give that to Avery? What the
He
fuck?
took it. I didn't give it to him. He literally walked in here and took it.
It's a big hand. What are you gonna do with that big hand, big boy?
Lemons, you bought 2 cinnamon rolls. You ate yours. This is mine.
That offer expired yesterday.
Baby, a relationship 50-50 in all things.
I like a free relationship. That's beautiful.
I'm gonna try these horny dice.
Is that an epithet you use for dice? Horny dice?
They're called Sophie's Lucky Dice. They're all interesting. And on the back is a picture of what I can only assume to be a succubus in short shorts and fishnets.
Oh, those are horny dice. Did it come with a vial of bathwater?
I didn't know that.
Literally middle of the ground.
Emma,
Oh
beautiful.
my goodness gracious. Some cellophane just invaded my life.
Everything you're doing is crystal clear, baby.
How's that for crystal clear?
Go sleep on the couch.
It's my bad. You can't kick me out of it.
We're getting heated on break, but you guys can't see the cameras. Oh, now you can see the cameras. Careful what you show. I think your mic's muted, Matt.
Did I miss something?
Got him.
No.
No, dude. You missed nothing. Nothing happened. We're all fine. Everything's fine here. We're all good. How are you?
I'm doing
We're
great.
going-
My daughter, on the other hand, doesn't want to sleep. It's like the 3rd night in a row. It's getting old.
Benadryl, bro.
Man, what's
Oh,
up with
no.
everybody being in the dark all of a sudden?
I had to show off the cat girl ears.
It's my light.
I
Just
just
like
thought it'd
this.
be fun.
With how bright Avery's is in his black shirt, he literally looks like a floating head with arms.
Jeez. So,
That's
get
all
back
you
into
need. Head and shoulders. Not sponsored.
Knees and toes.
as the 5 of you all enjoy your glorious feast, your drunken debauchery, and the fun-filled night that takes all of you, is anybody doing anything before you go to sleep?
I have 10 things, Matt. No,
I'm
kidding.
sure you do. And each of
I'm
them will
sorry,
take an
man.
hour.
I just need to get the food out of my mouth. Hold on.
Tiger stripes. Can't change it, man.
Hey, I
Towards
love it.
the end of the night, as everything dies down, I will drunkenly grab Petrin. I will walk deep. Not deep. I'll walk like 400 yards from town towards the forest. And I will remove Uthel's head from my bag.
Blech. Just been chilling in there the whole feast.
Yeah.
I really
I,
thought that date.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna raise the mainsail, if you know what I'm talking about.
God.
I think, at the very least, we if they'd like to use his body for bait, that's fine by me. But I think at the very least, we make sure that this never comes back.
If you think that's possible, but I agree.
I mean, I'm not one to chance it, and I've already seen some incredible things on this island. So
And what do you propose?
I will very quickly dig out like a 1.5 foot deep hole with my claws.
Yeah.
And I'll throw him in there. I think normally we'd bury him with some gold to cover the cost of his ferry to the afterlife, but I don't think he deserves it much. What about you?
No. Man deserves a shallow grave.
And that he'll find. And I'll start burying him back. I'll take a minute out there with Petrin, just thinking about everything, and then I'll start heading back.
Have the medals he's given you, have you affixed them to your outfit, or are you just holding on to them?
Probably not tonight.
Okay.
Gothar's not brave enough for that tonight.
Sure. You know,
Back at. Oh,
hold on.
sorry. Go ahead. Good.
I meant what I said earlier. And should we ever make it off this island, I will meet with whoever is in charge now. And I will do my best with whatever political power I still have to ensure your promotion to Admiral, should you so choose to return to that life.
I haven't thought about it in many years. I mean, I've dreamed of it, but in no serious manner.
You'd make a damn good captain.
Appreciate it. Perhaps one day in the future. Yeah. But I think we need to get off this island first.
Need a boat for that.
I told you about our ship, and I'll start heading back and telling him about our beautifully named ship.
I don't even remember what you guys named it.
Oh, it's in the chat. Give me a second. I'll go find it.
The Bad News Bears.
Yeah, bad.
Yeah.
That's all I
Oh
had.
my
though.
gosh. He kind of chuckles. Well, perhaps we should start getting at sea ready then.
I will. I'll meet with the brothers in the morning.
Or
and then
even dismantled and rebuilt into something that could withstand the harsh waters.
they're the shipwrights. I imagine they'll know best.
Yes, we'll talk with them and see what they think. Go ahead, Ralphane.
Back at the feast, probably mid-feast, I will drunkenly stumble over to Kita and I will sit down next to her and I'll say, "How is your buzz?"
My what? Sorry?
Your buzz. Are you enjoying the pig and the
Oh, my I thought you said butts. Okay. Okay. I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
That's good. That's good. Have you been consuming the, enjoying? I don't know.
I have been consuming the enjoying. Yes. Yes, I have.
This is good. This is good. I worked all afternoon.
You
I'm
work
sorry.
all afternoon?
Context is needed. I'm sorry. And I just pull from like the side. I pull the pauldrons, and they
Just,
are.
like, hold them and. It's perfect. Can you put it on, please?
And they are like two. Like it's probably the best I could do with the rough tools. Like roughly, like hard leather pauldrons with like the sort of leaf marks carved out of them, and it's the black and green dinosaur leather. So it's just roughly leaf shaped, kind of curving up, so that it creates like a nice steeple next to the head that looks regal. And then I've used a little bit of like the junkier leather to create sort of like a fluffy filigree underneath them to give them a bit of depth and padding. And then probably just a little bit of loose cotton underneath the shell to really pad the shoulder, with straps underneath, like subtle straps underneath, and then a strap that goes across the chest that can fit underneath her breastplate. And so let's say you'll have to do the one that goes around the chest later, but put it on and I'll strap them under her arms.
I'll like get up and do a little spin and like model. How do I look?
Mhm.
Do they look good?
You look like you're about to judge an entire forest of creatures for their morality. I don't know. You look like very
absolutely
druidic.
am. Thank you.
Absolutely.
That's a wonderful compliment.
You look like you be stationed. You have some sort of authority. It's a good look.
Thank you. Thank you. They're perfect. Is there anything I can do for you?
No, just keeping yourself.
I'll do my best.
Okay. That's good.
Is there music playing, DM? At
Yes.
the party or whatever? Man, do you know how to
sure.
dance?
Kida, do I know how to dance? Yes.
I haven't danced in a very long time. Would you like to go with me?
I would love to dance. And I will, without waiting, I will pick her up by an arm and swing directly into the jauntiest, most skillful, elegant courtroom dancing that one could imagine.
I will be very careful of my antlers. I will not poke anyone.
I imagine, like, with Fane stumbling around, like, maybe if they're tall enough, they would, like, the horns would get tangled for a second. And, like, so,
I'm gonna have to get bubble wrap. Does bubble wrap exist in your world, Matt?
Unfortunately, it does not.
But magical bubble wrap does, right?
Sure.
I just sort of, like, say, Kida, do you dance often where you're from? As we're sort of, like, dancing around the floor.
Any celebrations, any parties, dancing is customary. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. And in your culture, who is it? Well, where I'm from, the man leads. Do you know any dances where the woman leads?
Most dances we all do kind of together, almost like I'm picturing sort of a. They taught it to me in gym class, and I can't think of it. Like a line dance, like a swing dance.
slide.
You know?
I see.
Yes, I actually danced the cha-cha slide. No, like you kind of swing and twirl and skip around, and everybody's kind of on their
Isn't that square dancing?
square dancing, kind of a little bit, but like folksy square dancing.
Cotton Eye
Like-
Joseph?
Yeah, I was just about to say. I was about to bring up Cotton Eye Joe.
And as like I'll like sort of like spin, like leading, I'll sort of spin her out and then bring her back in, and then I will like let her go, and I'll let Kidai show me a dance or two.
And I'll do my little jig and try to make it pretty like clear and
Sure.
what I'm supposed to do.
Both of you make performance checks for me.
Oh heck yeah!
Uh-oh,
Ooh,
dice
I'm
are roll.
intoxicated. Woo.
You guys are extremely intoxicated.
That's a 17 for Fane.
Oh.
That's just like a biggest, strongest 11 for Kidai.
Fane is used to being intoxicated while partying, so he's very light on his feet, does not phase his dancing. Kidai, you can tell, is like she'll go to like dance, then like take like a second hop to the right, like where she catches herself, and but
She's
you guys
she's
are both
dancing
fairly
in,
good.
She's dancing in 5/4.
I am. But I'll still, like, Fane, you're doing so good. You're doing great. You're getting
This
it.
is the parties I come from. There is much dancing.
What do they like?
Uh, that's hard to describe, and I'm like sort of doing this as I'm sort of dancing around. It's kind of like if everybody was unhappy and they hoped to find all of their happiness in one place and they were desperate for it, and so all of the inhibitions came down in one big room. It's kind of
Wow.
like that. So people just do all of the craziest things that they would never do in their normal lives, and they dance and they drink and they sleep with who they want to, and they make fools of themselves, glorious fools of themselves.
That sounds like an absolute sight to behold.
I guess it depends on your perspective. It's kind of like shooting fish in a barrel, if you know this expression. It's after a while the thrill is gone, but still good to pass the time.
So then what does bring you thrill?
The blood of my enemies, the wailing of their women.
That makes sense. That tracks.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Take the skulls of my enemies.
I could say the opposite for myself, but I'm glad you have something that makes you happy.
There is something that makes me happy, actually.
What's that?
Ask me about it when we're off this island, and I will tell you all about it.
Okay.
Not
Okay.
just blood. I do enjoy the that music got me hype. It's not all just blood and glory. There are other things, but
I agree. To blood and glory and dancing and drinking.
to all of the above. Oh shit. And then I will tumble back to my seat and eat more pig and drink more.
Easy enough to do. The rest of you carry on with the party for the rest of the night. Eventually,
Yeah, Akari's found a quiet table, not necessarily in the corner, but kind of at one of the edges. He just spends a lot of time looking up, but then there's a moment when he looks over and he sees Kidai and Fane dancing. His friend's having a conversation he cannot hear across the room, but he knows it's full of heart and jest, and both in the shroud and in his warforged form, just little bits of water just well up a little bit, watching his friends for a couple minutes. And he goes back to gazing up at the stars.
That is the exact moment Kothar comes up right behind him, rip-roaring drunk, grabs him on both shoulders, and just, I might, it's a
Boy.
party, you're supposed to have fun, and walks, like, doesn't wait, just walks away.
If I can, I will grab Kothar for a dance.
Yeah.
oh man,
I was gonna say that I would try to get I'm sorry, I just completely forgot your name. We've been doing this for how long? Akare. I didn't even need to look it up. Akare, I'm gonna try to get you to dance.
Oh, I'm not much of a dancer. Never really.
Well,
spent
I
time
showed
learning
Fane.
those.
I can try.
You did show Fane. I was seeing you.
Akari would be amazing at the sprinkler or the robot.
You ass.
He has
But yeah,
advantage on checks against that.
I mean, you're a dick. But yeah, you're right.
Come on, metal boy, come and dance.
Sure. You guys have gotten
say
me to
that out
try
loud,
my
by the
hand
way?
at
Yeah.
the trend looks over. What does metal boy mean?
He's got
It-
very.
If I kind of, as I kind of scooch the bench back, it means I'm a
He's-
badass as I
He's
stand up.
got a heart of metal and a soul made of pure iron.
he's
And I'll
he's he's stiff in the joints. Wait till you see him dance. It's.
Oil can.
Kothar and Akari, make performance checks for me for your dancing.
This is-
Kothar, I'll just say Kothar throughout the night would grab everyone in the party. His dancing is out of step, is out of tune. He's singing sea shanties in his own mind.
Okay, it's time to show this tiefling boy how it's done.
I
With
will
a
start.
big.
I will start humming. Bum ba bum ba 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 bum ba 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 bum ba ba bum ba 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 from The
Kothar.
Wizard of Oz.
Roll a d20 for me while you're singing sea shanties.
Okay, sorry. So my performance for dancing 16.
16. Akari, what'd you
Sea
get?
shanties will go gold.
My performance for dancing, because I have a +1, is 2.
That's on par. Uh,
I'll be just as encouraging as I can be, like extra.
Akari, you
extra
wanna narrate it
encouraging.
for me? What are you doing with your dancing?
Well, I'm out there most certainly after that short conversation with Patrin, trying to do my damnedest. However, I am, as the kids would say, not cutting a rug.
The kids
I-
don't say that.
There's no
They don't.
moves.
There's one kid that says that. Don't worry.
As the kids would
It is
say,
a part of this stream.
I am not cutting a rug. But I'm out there and I'm dancing like there's no tomorrow
There you go.
for the moment.
Fane
Probably the
is,
only
I get all
sober one in
sad
the
again.
room.
Fane
Yeah.
is too drunk not to laugh.
Would you like my D20 sea shanty roll, DM?
I do.
Do I add anything to it?
You do not.
1.
Oh.
No.
Roll
I
roll again for Patren's gonna join you. Roll again for me.
He does better than me. 2.
Second here.
Listen, we're cutting a rug in the corner. We're making the rug. You gotta make it to cut it.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
There's a moment where Patren, as you're singing sea shanties, and he starts joining in, and there's one that he starts singing that
No.
brings back a memory to you, and the first verse goes,
He wrote a sea shanty.
You have a sea shanty?
He
to
wrote
all
a
the
sea
sailors
shanty.
of old who tell the stories told. Fear that which slivers in the deep, and never go near the eyes of gold that haunt you in your sleep. And at the mention of that short verse, you remember seeing small little golden eyes all over that statue you found in that hidey hole of the ship.
I'm sorry. I'm currently looking at around my room to figure out how the fuck you just did that. How do you do that? Masterclass.
Write a sea shanty?
No, how does he tie that together like so organic? I'm envious of you, Matt.
So the sea shanty just brings back memories of the statue. Correct?
Yeah, and as he sings it, you remember now a sea shanty of a creature that sailors would sing at night, reminding them that there is something in the deep from an old story, essentially, that every sailor knows, that, well, most sailors know of,
No, not me.
just couldn't remember it. It'd been a few years since you'd been out there and heard it, so. A story of a serpent that haunts and sinks and devours sailors. A being that's as old as time that slithers along the ocean floor that most sailors know that if they ever saw would bring them to their grave.
Tale as old as time.
Oh my god, I'm so glad I wasn't the only one.
Do I have a recollection of a name for this creature?
Sentosa.
There is no name in the sea shanty for this creature.
Okay. I'm probably too drunk to remember anything else. I'll sit on it.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna do something that's gonna take us back to happy music, and I will begin doing, unaware of the tone change with Kothar, if there is any tone change at all. I will start doing feats of acrobatics over the pig in the center of the, like doing backflips and like handstands over the pig.
Yeah,
over the
there is a moment when Akari kind of shifts his weight to go in. He was thinking about like transitioning into a new dance, and he just completely blunders it, loses balance. He's not even feeling anything because he can't, and he just fucking takes out a whole table, just the whole table. It's gone.
Splinters across the ground.
Are there
Yep.
like lights or
It
decorations?
showers the
of
kid
any
in the
sort?
corner cutting a rug.
The only lights in the room are the flames that are kind of dancing across the across the ground and across the walls from the fire that's sitting in the center of the room.
Not gonna work. No decorations of any sort?
Not in the short amount of time you guys had to throw it together.
Okay.
Is there a tightrope over this party?
No.
Hyper-specific question.
She wants to use that damn charm.
Just had to ask.
I'm getting fucking roasted in the chat. This is obnoxious.
Fane will, after a bit more partying, Fane will retire. Actually, probably just sleep on the floor. Like, sort of like, move, like sit down somewhere to rest after a dance, and then just sort of like...
Oh, if only because I got to see my boys in action. What the fuck are Stradmill and Thadmill doing?
Oh, they're passed out right now.
It's in the morning.
Thought they'd be like rip roaring drunk doing a Russian what do they call that dance? Or were they like
Box dancing.
Hey,
Is that what it is? Yeah. I don't know what it's
God.
called actually.
All right,
For some
so
reason I thought dwarves, Russian. I don't know.
could happen.
Hell yeah.
The five of you all lay down for your evening rest, wherever you find yourselves after your drunken debauchery of a party for the night. Sleep comes to all of you, and for probably the first time you guys have been on this island, get like probably the best night's sleep you've ever had, especially for you, Kothar. There's a sense of accomplishment, like a weight's been lifted off your shoulder, basically. The rest of you awake. You guys can all get your long rest, if you even need it.
Always.
After all this time?
Yeah, after we spent an hour fucking dicking around. Sorry, Matt.
Yeah,
I thought
Matt,
it was fun.
I loved it, but I need combat now.
You guys awaken to the chirping of the birds.
And the
A
birds
short
wanna fight.
breeze blows through the tent.
The birds want to fight.
I am horny for battle, Matt.
I shoot a sparrow. No, I'm kidding.
It is a new day. What are you guys doing?
Kothar, in classic sailor fashion, being unable to stand the shooting pain in his skull from the previous night, has learned the only way to truly
Hair
get
of the
rid of it.
dog.
Hair of the dog, baby. He's
That's
hitting that
him.
fucking jungle juice.
Oh,
Just enough to get rid of the hangover.
I imagine Fane is I'm probably approaching like the end of my last bottle of rum, but I don't remember how much jungle juice I had. I unfortunately wasn't tracking it. I had one jungle.
Unfortunately, you
Rogue
lost
like
all of them.
Unfortunately, you lost all of it.
I lost all. I thought I might have had one.
You
or-
did keep a couple.
I thought I had like one that was I managed to keep.
I had
Was
one
that-
If
that
you did,
probably
I imagine
wouldn't
you
have
drank it
touched.
in last night's
It
Party.
was pretty rowdy, so I'm looking pretty dry right now.
for the most part.
I might still have mine, assuming we could have procured some more jungle juice last night.
If you guys want to, you could say you would have left to go get some. It's easy enough to do. The lady that made it did come with you as one of the
Plus.
as one of the refugees. So you probably could find her. She probably is in short supply because she doesn't have like readily available supplies here, so she's had to make do with what she has. So it's not as high quality. It's not as good. It hasn't had as long to ferment, but it'll do in a
Sure girls
pinch.
make do.
I will take whatever she can offer, and I will trade any possession. I
Any
own.
possession. That's not the one I
Uh,
want.
if she'll take it, I have a spare net that I will trade for as much jungle juice as I can get. Like at the pawn shop.
For bringing her here and escorting her, she's ready to give you like what she has just for free.
What she got?
Let's say you can add three small barrels, and I'm talking like real small, like
Like
enough,
little
like,
mini keg.
yeah, essentially enough that holds maybe like 3 drinks,
Oh, oh,
like three tankards worth of drinks.
ugh. That's like half a day. Okay.
I'll slide her a glow stick.
Oh, Kothar, kinky.
Oh no.
So you guys
I
know
forgot we had we
Guys
were
had
at a
99
party
glow
and we had
sticks.
glow sticks.
No. We bought.
you
You're
bought
not allowed
100.
to order the glow sticks.
We did buy 100. So yes, we have 99. Kothar is the keeper of the glow sticks.
It could have been a rave.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We only have 99 glow sticks.
We could have invented the rave, is all I'm saying.
Who says we still can't?
I was wondering why y'all didn't, but I wasn't at the party to say anything.
I'd assumed if you were anywhere near it, Kothar would have grabbed you at some point. For
Wait, you actually spent 6 hours like talking to an orb outside of town?
No, I mean I wasn't talking to the orb, but I was just out there chilling and meditating, getting
Oh, okay.
some good
I-
quality me time. in.
I thought you were there, so
No,
I'm
I never,
lucky I
I
didn't.
never
see
came
it.
back to the party. But she will walk in this morning smirking at how hungover you all are and just, who's ready to start the day? Just clap like so fucking loud on top of the staff of echoing that she got from Maisie,
So now you've woken up the whole fucking town.
Yeah.
and just send the most loud clapping reverberations throughout.
Kita throws up her hand, but she doesn't realize how hard she does it, so she kind of like topples herself.
So yeah, Bud.
DM, I will set my eyes east northeasterly and try to find the highest place in Singara. I know it's not like it doesn't have a fucking tower in it.
the
Just get a
highest
lay
place
of
in
the land.
Singara would be the massive like Viking-esque, basically
Mhm.
like meeting hall they have their feast hall.
Yeah, at some point, as the sun was rising, I want to try to get a lay of the land and in the direction we need to go. See if I can find a useful route that hopefully doesn't take us past Rasana.
Are you using your map or just looking out from where?
I mean, I don't know who's got the map, but sure, I'm using the map as well. Player Aid's using the map.
Kothar has your
but-
map.
Okay, he's drunk
Holy
as shit. I
shit.
just take it off his body.
No, I'm.
No, but you're like a heavy sleeper, so
I'll hand it to you.
okay, sure. I try to get a lay of the land there.
Go ahead and roll. If you're using the map, roll with advantage. If not,
Okay.
just make a survival check for me.
Got it from Kothar, so I'm using the map. I can't even see this dice. Oh, that's good. 17 plus 5, 22.
22. Looking out from the vantage point you have here on top of this tower that kind of overlooks the city. Now, you guys are kind of in a low-lying area on the southern reaches of Jotunheim here, so it's kind of hard to see. But as you're looking out over the horizon, you can see, and as you're looking at the map, you remember there is a narrow area that Kothar kind of pointed you out on the map where the Felmuth Canal kind of narrows. It was probably the best place to cross if you didn't want to go the opposite way through the wetlands around. And you can see, maybe just on the edge of your vision from here, a small area that looks like it kind of divots down lower. You can't tell how low it goes, but you get the sense that it's in that general area of where the river is, and that if there's a low-lying area there might be some more shallow areas of the river where you can cross.
Good to know.
Crossing
Thanks.
the river will not be a problem.
I will share that. Well, I'm imagining we're doing breakfast, but I know we want to keep it short because we want to fucking fight. Because I want to fight. So I will share that at breakfast as we begin our trek.
Bane will express his confidence in. Well, I've got the blade, and I want to try out that shape water, control water spell. So
I'm here for it.
I approve.
But we need to check in with Stradmule and Tadmule, correct? That's something we need to do.
I don't think it's going to be a long conversation. I think we should just probably inform them of the vessel that we got parked and kind of where it is. Let them kind of, let their imaginations run wild.
See if they can make it seaworthy.
Gods, I hope so.
It seems like there's enough fallen wood around that perhaps some could be found without cutting down any new trees.
And I mean, the vessel's already mostly constructed, so
Indeed.
I can't imagine there'd be much timber.
Thoughts and prayers.
Thoughts and prayers.
Build the ship with thoughts and prayers.
Yeah, I guess we'll seek out Thadmule and Stradmule after we've had some breakfast, assuming they're not with us at breakfast.
Unfortunately, well, not unfortunate. You guys stayed in Patrin's tent last night, so they are off in the tent where
different captains.
Yeah, so they are off with Breger and Ezra in the tent that you guys have been staying in next to Frillia's. So you guys make your way over to their tent.
Thank you.
Away.
And you find them, and it looks as if Stradmule and Thadmule are already up, building palisades again, already like more to put on the outsides of Singara.
If they're outside the tent, I'll drag them in. We'll very quickly recap our latest adventures, the news on the fleet not being ours, and kind of the vague location on the ship, and the fact that we would very much appreciate if they could make it seaworthy, or do what they can.
Well, we can take a look at it. A ship that small would be hard to get taken out to sea.
I understand. Just whatever you can do, and maybe next time when we come back, we'll have another vessel that we could potentially scrap. I don't know. We'll try to find something while we're out there.
Stradmule kind of turns to Thadmule. What if we went and grabbed more of the ships that were broken from the lagoon, and we started building a new ship? Ezra could sneak in and get us in and out, and we could, I don't know, start bringing in scrap pieces, and they just keep going back and forth about trying to build a new ship instead of trying to upgrade the current one.
That's fair. As they do that, I'll kind of just like pivot as soon as I realize they're on their thing, and I'll look at Ezra. Just if you think you can get them in and out safely, just
Yeah, I'll kind of I'll butt into Strad Thad's conversation real fast, and I'll just look the two of those gents in the eyes, and I'll be like, only under her direction, and you two be careful.
They both just kind of look up at you. Okay, Dad.
Robo Dad.
But in all seriousness, we will be safe.
Yeah, much to my chagrin, I've grown to like you two, and it won't be the same without you if we don't make it off.
And they both like,
So.
each of them like throws an arm around basically your knee because they're short.
No, I've bent down. I'm
Okay.
on their level. I didn't want to be demeaning and like
Yeah, no, you're
explicitly
good.
say that I did, but I'm on their level.
They kind of like throw an arm around, each of them throw an arm around your shoulder. Well, we like you too. And maybe one day you'll be a worthy shipwright.
You two be careful. Show us you're better than Yalis, and that you don't need to be helped out of a dangerous situation. How about that? I'll leave it as a challenge.
Us needing help.
That's all.
Enough. Nezra just kind of nods to the five of you. We will only travel at the cover of night. Be swift. And it will not take more than we can carry.
Come to think of it, DM, our travel to the lagoon wasn't perilous in terms of denizens of the night, was it?
Not very much.
Yeah, I don't think we had any inkling of problems that direction, so they should be fine, hopefully.
Yeah, and the only thing you guys really encountered was some real heavy rain and the guards that were on the outskirts of the
the
cliff
dangerous
facing
forest is the new forest. The old forest is nice and safe. Okay.
I would also like to leave our fat ass chest of coals with them.
Okay. Where?
Because I don't think we're gonna really need it at all.
Okay.
I'm ready to go whenever you four are. Let's get our roll on. I will share I've already shared it at breakfast. The lay of the land. We'll make our way to the something. I'm gonna go look at it real quick. Point on the map. The Falmouth Canal. Falmouth Canal.
Falmouth Canal.
Anyway.
So, as the five of you set out on your journey, kind of arcing outward to the right around where the traps have been laid on the northern reaches here of Singara, and back towards the forest in which you had traveled through. Need somebody to roll a d20 for your first day of travel.
I'm feeling Kedai for this one.
Heard,
It's her
chef.
journey. It's her journey.
Just a D20, nothing added.
Just a d20.
14.
10.
It would have been Maisie again, that's funny. But that got replaced. So as you guys continue your journey through starting to break into the forest again, it's early in the day. Growing close to feeding time, but eventually that time passes and the dragons do not leave from their perch. But you guys continue pressing through. It's a quiet day. You can hear maybe the inkling of rain coming in the days to come, but it's hard to tell. There's like a bit of a dampness to the air, a humidity that kind of sets over the island. You guys spend the better half of your day traveling before a small drizzle begins to pour down towards the end of your day. But you guys do get a full day's worth of travel in, especially because of Kothar's extra speed he gives for you guys for your guys' travel. And eventually you guys descend to the low-lying plains and come to the edges of the Falmouth Canal.
I wish I could say I was born for this because it seems poetic, but I just got this blade yesterday, so I'll just do it. And I will pull out crashing waves, and I will hold it out and I will cast Control Water.
What are you
And I
doing with
will-
the water?
I'm using the Part Water effect,
Sure.
which extends 300 feet, and I can move this. I can I can refresh this as an action on each of my turns, so I can continually, like, if the canal is wider than 300 feet, I can continually move the canal forward. But I will part the water down to the ground, and I will say, after you, my friends.
Like Moses.
It's
As the waters of the Falmouth Canal begin to part, and it is indeed still wider than 300 feet, because this was a very large river that kind of splits down the center of the island. You can see there are like flopping fish that are just kind of across the ground in front of you guys that didn't make it out as you parted the waves, and there are even various old rusted weapons and fishing gear, spears, javelins, and all kinds of things that kind of litter the bottom of this canal. You can see they're kind of like embedded and kind of lodged in the rocks on the bottom of the canal. You get the sense they maybe it came from somewhere upriver, and this is where they finally got stuck. But eventually, you guys continue, and you get to the next 300 feet. You part the water again. How long does the control water last? If you could remind me.
10 minutes.
Okay, so easy enough for you guys to get completely across this river. But
Fucking sick.
this was the end of your day. The sun is beginning to set. Are you guys making camp for the night or continuing travel?
I think since we're supposed to travel at, well, in character, I'll say, I think we should press and rest during the day. I think especially as we get closer to the east, I think avoiding the eyes of Zeltroy is important.
I agree.
DM, question for logistics' sake. We traveled through Old Forest and made our way all the way through the canal. That was weird. I like started singing before I was done talking. Made our way all the way to the Falmouth Canal and then parted it, and now we're on the north side. That was trees and a little bit of plains.
Correct.
It's all plains, and then we hit the grove from here on out.
It is all plains, and then you hit the plateau where the grove is.
Right. Yeah, and I can see on our silly little map there's a little ingress there. So is that going to be a faster journey than going through the old woods like that? Or like how much time would it take for us to get where we need to go? Is my question.
To the grove or to Trasana? I guess I'm not following your question.
To the grove. We're going to the grove.
Right. So you guys pretty much went through the entire length of where the forest is, and that small low-lying valley that you saw where you guys just crossed is just on the outskirts of where if you look at where the Falmouth Canal shows on the map,
I see.
just on the edge. So you guys are yeah.
We got double speed, so we made it pretty far. So we've made it all the way past Trasana, and we're crossing the river just to the left of where it says Falmouth Canal.
Correct.
Aiden.
Yeah. I was asking how much time it would take for us to finish, because if we travel during the day and we get there in a decent amount of time because we're not going through Old Forest, then
it's going to take you guys probably another day and a half to 2 days, depending on your random encounter rolls.
Totally agree with traveling through the night if that's what you guys want to do then.
Let's do it.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, my next question is, are you guys traveling up and finding cover in the mountains to travel, or just traveling straight there across the plains?
I think Fane would suggest that, just pending what the plains look like. If there's no cover places, then I think maybe we could travel north along the forest line and then east.
Yeah, I mean, I guess my question would be, is it rolling soft hills, or are there large enough changes in elevation where we could, like, in these plains, find a decent cliffside to hang
There
out for
are
a bit?
enough differences in elevation, and they are very much a rolling plains. That's why it's called the Rolling Wildlands. So there are low-lying areas where you can find like small little oases to make camp at, where the water kind of pockets in these small areas, or small little bits of not really forest, but you find like a grouping of trees that you could maybe make a camp at.
So it's like New Zealand. Okay, cool.
Beautiful.
I'm fine with either. I think
Carolina.
the mountains might be a bit of a detour, but we can do whatever you guys want.
Night and straight through. It's my vote.
Agreed.
All right, let's do it.
Okay.
DM, as we walk and we get closer to the grove, I'd like to know when I start seeing plants and things that are dead or like dying.
You saw not
Or
necessarily
like
dying, but
noticeable changes, I guess.
you definitely saw plants that were infected as while you were traveling through the forest. Just kind of like taking mental note of them as you walk by, and this is nothing that's new to you. You've seen this corruption that's been infecting this forest the whole time you've been here. Just maybe now you're kind of putting together where it's coming from and what's causing it. But you definitely don't see anything in these plains. You get the sense that this corruption, it needs density to spread, and there's not enough here in these plains for it to spread.
Okay.
So we
Through the
press.
You guys press
Through
on
the
through the
night?
night. I need somebody to roll a d20 for me.
Let's volunteer Kidai again, shall we?
I'll do it.
Again.
I'll do it. 2.
Thar, 2.
Othar, I need you to roll a d8 for me.
They did say Kidai. I could roll. I could roll, Matt. I could do it if you want.
3.
Did we do that before? Is that the one for weather? I don't know.
Mm.
I feel like I should.
I change it.
Yeah, yeah,
I
both
change
might
it
keep
fairly
going.
periodically, so we don't see a lot of the same stuff.
Asshole. I mean, good for you.
Gee, you're swell. That's what he meant.
Yep. What a swell chap.
And very, very handsome if we're not dead by the end of this.
As you guys begin traveling through the rolling wildlands on the northern edge of the Falmouth Canal, you start to hit a lower area where there's a bit of a valley, and you can see there are random rock formations, pockets of trees, and cliff faces. And you can hear the almost beating of wings coming from the night, in the night.
I would like to immediately cast Pass Without Trace.
Everybody
I was
make
gonna
stealth
do
checks for
something.
me.
Do I see the wings?
Not yet.
Oh, I don't see
Good
shit. Never
time.
mind.
What if I
That's-
don't want to cast a stealth check? What if I want to fight?
That's a big old 32.
I don't want to die today, okay?
As you guys
24.
look,
I want to fight the right things, not the random things. I know that sounds metagamey, but
all right, so stealth checks were what?
32.
20.
Jesus Christ.
27.
24.
same hat. 27.
27!
35.
God, you guys,
35.
you guys are fucking nuts. Is that a natural 20, Kothar?
Yikes.
No, that's a 19. That's damn near it.
Oh, damn. You guys are...
Wait a second. I'm sorry. I have plus 10 and then it's another plus 10 from the Pass Without a Trace. That's a 37.
Holy crap. You guys are fucking nuts.
Oh, I didn't even add mine on there. Hold on.
We're
That big
actually
boy
in,
party.
we're actually in campaign 2, Matt. We
Yep.
stealthed into the other group.
Delved into a whole different campaign.
Oh,
As you
see
guys
the-
are
Essentially,
creeping-
I meant 28.
Okay.
Oops.
You guys passed it. You guys don't need to keep giving me your numbers. But I appreciate it for keeping yourselves
58,
honest.
Matt.
Yeah, whatever. So, you can hear the beating of the wings, and you see a black shadow dart across the skies in front of you, and then it lands, and you can hear the thumping of its feet across the ground.
What?
And it lets out this low rumble of a growl. As
Can
it
we
begins-
see what it is?
Those of you with dark vision, go ahead and roll a perception check for me. Otherwise, no.
Oh,
I do,
same.
because I got some fashionable goggles on.
That's a big 15. It's just me. Oh, it's Akari too.
Dirty 20.
You hear the thumping of its footprints as it comes crunching across the ground in front of you. And then you see it. There's a small nightlife panther. And before it turns around and realizes it's being crept up on, this massive young dragon bites into the back of it, ripping it in two. You can see the flames billowing out from the either side of its mouth, and these almost crimson red belly that begins to glow bright red as flames begin erupting from its mouth.
I ever so quietly knock 1, 2 arrows on the string and just draw the utmost of silence.
Fane has bloodthirst in his heart, and I turn to Akari and I say, "Can we please?"
Keep your voice down.
I say,
Yeah,
"Can we please?"
This dragon brought a band.
Wait, do we all see the fire? Is it just like erupt?
Yes, the rest of you see the fire as it erupts. You just did not catch the figure until it
I will,
did that.
illuminated by the fire, I will look directly at Fane and just...
I say, "It's too late now. We have to. Akari, cover us." And I'm gonna grab Kothar and I'm gonna start running at it.
As
I'm
Kothar
running.
runs on,
I'm running with them.
you'll just
Okay.
hear, "Oh no, it saw us," as I draw my sword.
You sons of bitches.
I run after them, screaming, terrified, I guess.
The stupid question that I suppose doesn't really matter. Could I have cast Hunter's Mark? It is only a verbal component, and it's
has not noticed you guys yet.
How
Okay.
I will.
how fast are you running, Kothar?
Oh, why?
Could I have just like landed a hand on you before
Probably we were standing still for a second.
enlarge?
oh my fucking
God damn it.
god!
I don't have my fucking enlarged Kothar mini painted.
Grapple
Put
dragon.
it on
there,
unpainted.
man.
I have
Put
it.
them on there unpainted.
I
We
can
don't
be
care.
naked, it's fine.
Them extra
Size is
people
more important than
backpack.
clothes.
We want to see the big
Oh.
boy.
My God.
It's,
Dragon,
It's sitting
ladies
over
and
on my
gentlemen.
shelf, getting ready to be.
So
we
Bring it out. We don't care if it's
I've got
painted.
it. Give me a second.
we
Fuck
we
yeah.
technically
Same,
We're-
same, go away.
we're getting a surprise round, I presume, because we're super stealth.
Yes.
Okay.
Sick.
God.
I'm gonna have to remember how to play Ranger all the fucking sudden. I'm a Ranger. The only thing I know is, wow, what a map.
Oh, that's a whole ass dragon, Matt.
Oh my god.
Damn,
I would
those rock
like
makers.
everyone to note my size doubles. My weight multiplied by 8.
Oh, Jesus, you're so heavy.
I need to put
You
that.
like
those
actually put craters in the ground as you sprint through.
I need to put those footprint sounds back on just for Kothar moving.
Yeah, no kidding. Okay. You want to do initiative and handle surprise round, or do
Yes.
we just?
Everybody, please roll initiative.
Okay. Makes sense.
Oh, I'm so excited.
I'm so sorry, Matt.
So 25 to 20.
21.
20. Oh, 23. 19 plus 4. I'm zooming.
Damn.
It's the only good roll I'm gonna have this whole combat. Just you wait.
15 to 20.
19 for Fane.
Thane. Then the dragon.
Oh, 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 oh.
All right, Kothar, Kidai, what you got?
7.
5.
Top of the round in your surprise round, Akari, what are you doing?
I think Zamira was above me, wasn't she?
No, you
I
had
had 21.
21.
Oh,
23.
okay. Might be. I would like to skirt to. I'm still trying to do with the mirroring. I believe left. To my character's left, as far, or not to my character, to your left, as far as I can go. There you go. Yep. I just had to do the mirroring. I'm not getting that close, Matt. What kind of insane man are you? Can I get nearer to that cliff face over there in that tree?
Up here?
And I'm going to loose. What? I have 2 actions now, or 2 attacks? Yes, I do. I will loose 2 arrows. Bonus action, Hunter's Mark, obviously.
Yep.
This is a surprise round. Do I have advantage on these, or is it just a straight roll?
It's just straight roll.
Okay. Cool. A 15 plus 10, 25.
25 is gonna hit.
I'll roll my second strike just so that we can do the damage at once. 12 plus 10, 22.
22. Goddamn. Oh, is that 2 hit?
Yeah, that was
Okay,
2 hit.
okay, I
I
thought
rolled
that-
my attacks,
yeah,
and I'm
that
going to do
hits.
the damage.
Sorry, go ahead.
So each shot is 1d8 plus 7. So I'm going to roll those. Yeah. If I could stop rolling dice in the one spot I can't see them, that'd be glorious. Okay, double 4s, and then apologies everybody as I read Hunter's Mark real fast. I believe each hit I just do 1d6.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Forgot to put that
So
on.
2d6 total on that. Okay, so 15, 22 plus 4 from the Hunter's Mark, 26 plus 5 from the Hunter's Mark, 31 points of
31
piercing
total?
damage. 31 total from the
God
2
damn.
attacks. Hunter's Mark is a hell of a drug when you were doing 2d6.
Yeah, it is. That fucking hurts. Alright, so you guys see Akare darting out in front of you as you guys are creeping up on this dragon. And just as all of you are charging and unleashes these 2 pitch black midnight arrows that almost disappear into the night. And then as the dragon turns and you can see the almost glowing green eyes, they strike into his neck and you can hear him let out a billowing roar. Zamira, what are you doing?
I am going. How many feet am I from it?
Where you guys were coming in. About 35 feet from him.
Oh, I can get up in there. I am going to run in as fast as I fast can. And we are going to take one swing with the Staff of Echoing, so it's just going to make a thunder. You thought I was joking when I told you I was using it.
Oh my god.
Every attack is so loud.
Oh yeah.
I hope the orb on the top of it breaks.
The first one's a 25 to hit.
25's gonna hit.
Why would you wish such horrible things?
That is 9 points of damage with that one. The second attack with the Staff of Echoing is a 21 to hit.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
And that is a 6 points of damage. I am going to spin the key point and punch it twice. Let's see. 26 to hit.
Yep.
Jeez.
That is 9 points of damage.
9 points of damage, man.
Second attack is a 23 to hit. Woo!
Uh-huh.
She is made of badass.
Nice.
That is 7 points of damage.
Jesus.
Fucking queen moves. What the fuck?
So, Akari, as both of your arrows just pierce into this dragon's neck and are like dissipating with the shadows, Zamira just runs up and clocks with the each end of the Staff of Echoing real quick and just billows out echoing, almost of like metal on metal clanging for 300 feet around all of you guys. You can hear the birds fluttering away as soon as it hits, just as loud as can be. And then as she like smacks into it, she lets it sit in the air, like tosses it up in the air real quick, throws a few jabs into it before catching it again, and that's going to bring us to your turn, Fane.
Quick point of order, DM, could you put the battle map on, please?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, Hex, you are such a goon.
How far away am I, Matt?
Just about 35 feet, same as Zamira.
35 feet? Okay, then I will pull a Wijmir out, I'll pull the whip out, and I will fly up 5 feet, and then I will move forward 25 so that I am 10 feet away.
Okay.
And can I judge his size? Is this a large creature? Large
Large.
creature, okay. Wonderful.
Yeah, large.
Okay. So I will, very strange. I will move in, weird. Yeah, I will move in and I will make 2 swingy swings with the whip. And damn, that was almost a natural 20. That's bullshit. The first one's a 16 to hit.
Yeah, that does not hit.
Okay. Oh, that does not hit. Okay.
Does not hit.
All right. So the second one, I will swing it again with the whip. That's going to be a 16 again. Fuck.
Oh, unfortunate.
Good surprise round.
Gonna pull out the action surge?
Not yet.
Not
I'm
yet.
going to be flanking first.
Okay, you got it. All right, that will bring us to Kidai, your turn. You did use your action already to cast Enlarge, I will let you know, because that was a part of your surprise round.
Fairy fire, please.
So you already cast Enlarge.
Oh, that was a part that. Oh, I was trying to do that before we got it off. Okay.
Unfortunately, they were all running as you said you cast it, so...
No, you're right. You're right. Well, where am I?
You are right here.
Is that within 60?
Yeah. Maybe on the outskirts, it's just like maybe right at 60, but basically at 60 feet.
I want to get behind Giant Kothar.
You got it.
And I guess I'll wait.
Okay, do you need to do anything with your bonus action?
I do not think so.
Okay, that's perfectly fine.
Nope.
All right. That is going to bring us to your turn, Kothar, bringing up the end of the surprise round.
Yeah. 40 feet straight at it.
You got it.
Big ass
Can I-
footstep.
Can I see it?
Can you see it?
Yeah, like I know it's dark and I know it's kind of glowing. Like what's my vision like here?
It is technically dark, so it's hard for you to see it.
I feel like the moonlight would glisten off of Fane's pecs enough.
Sure.
That
Yeah, I mean, just give me a quick perception check. You were able to see it when he kind of breathed out the flames when he was biting into his kill, but besides that, it's fairly dark, and you guys are kind of like in a low-lying area where not much light reaches.
13.
13. Yeah, your attack's gonna be a disadvantage. I'm sorry.
Quick question, Matt. What does it cost to activate a glow stick?
An action.
How
Damn.
about, how
Yeah,
about
that was
just
gonna
like
be
a
my
friendly little
question. Is
smile?
if I can't see him, can I just very quickly throw a torch down or?
Oh yeah, you definitely can.
Okay, yeah.
Wait,
I'll just
wait,
like,
wait.
as I get close, I'll throw a tiny torch down.
Wait, because this might make a difference. Can I make the argument that I did cast that on Kothar before anybody said anything about a surprise round?
Roll a d20 for me.
Okay,
She's reaching, but I like it.
that is a 16.
Sure.
Okay, then he's fairly fired.
Yee.
Well,
Our
he's gonna
boy
make
gets
a,
the
he's gonna
whack.
make a save, but it's a deck save, I believe. Correct.
I don't believe so, is it?
Yeah, it's a deck save.
Oh, I guess it is. Sorry. Yeah.
And yeah, he's fairy fired. That's a 4 on the die.
Ooh,
Ooh.
thank you, Matt. Sorry. I
I
don't.
can see
I'm
him. He
sorry.
would give off dim light.
Yes, he does. So you can't
Oh
see
my.
him. Kothar. I'll give that one to you guys.
What a generous god you are.
Yeah,
Well,
well,
All
we
for
just
the love of beating up random helpless creatures that fly
Well,
through the
since
sky.
I've already moved 40 feet, you know what my next two things are, or my next three things are going to be, Matt. Bonus action, I would like to rage.
Yeah, I assume
And
so.
I'd like to whack him twice.
Ooh,
Not right.
whack.
I don't need to.
Just a quick thing, Edai.
Mhm.
Both Enlarge and Fairy Fire are concentration. Which one are you concentrating on?
Shit.
Fair point.
See, this is how much time I've spent being a caster. Kothar, do you have a preference?
You've played a 13th level caster in my campaign.
Right now is not the time to ask the person who's concentrating on your enlarge and your fairy fire that I'll
Make you
shoot out.
small again.
Okay.
Make it small.
Kothar will run with giant bounds, which will suddenly become very tiny as he gets
You
closer.
can take your spell slot back if you'd like, Kidai, because
Okay.
that you would have known that before you cast it.
That's
Oh
my
man,
fault.
Matt's in a very generous mood. I wonder what the
Jeez.
fuck he's got planned for us.
Yeah, this dragon's gonna absolutely destroy us. Okay, cool. 2 attacks. I'll put the D4 back where it belongs. First attack. Very wide. The widest an attack can possibly go.
At advantage still?
1 and a 2.
Oh, man.
My.
It's because you're small.
And we make up for it on roll number 2, baby.
The natural 20.
That's a natural 20.
There we
Nice.
go.
Yeah.
Nice.
Fucking do it.
Oh. $25 points of damage.
Oh, shit.
And nope, I don't have a bonus action. That's my
Big
turn.
whack.
Huge whack as I cleave into it.
Big fucking whack. That makes up for your miss. For sure.
Alrighty. God damn, you guys fucking smack. Alright. Remind me, Kotar, are you using the blade or your axe?
I rolled my blade, so yes,
Okay.
the blade.
Just want to keep track of which one you got out.
Mm-hmm.
So, top of the round, now in normal initiative order. Kare, what are you doing?
Oh shit. Well, I'm doing the same thing a ranger will always do. 'Cause I'll shoot 2 arrows at the boy. So I still have him harness marked. So these are at advantage now because of fairy fire. Kita, you are a queen. First attack. Matt, it's a natural 20.
Oh, man.
Whoa.
Second attack, I will separate
You
these
didn't even
damages.
bonus action planar warrior this turn yet.
Oh,
It's too late. I already rolled twice. No, that's on me. Second attack is a 19 plus 10. I assume it hits. So first attack, which is the critical, I will roll first damage, and I will tell you, it is 8 this time. 18 plus 7 is 25.
Did you double your d6 from Hunter's Mark?
That is the d6 from Hunter's Mark as well. 25 on the crit.
Jesus.
Now for the regular shot. Yeah, I get really powerful, and then this is going to fall off mid-campaign because I don't really get a whole lot. The second attack is pretty measly. 8 plus 3, 11.
11. You guys are doing some fucking damage before this dragon even gets to act.
Yeah, I didn't bonus action planar warrior, so that's that. Thanks for the
Oh,
reminder,
He's
Zach.
a nice dragon.
Zamira, that brings us to your turn.
Heck yeah, it does.
Forgot
Am
about planar warrior,
I
it's the air thing.
flanking, or do I need to wiggle a little bit?
We got fairy fire.
You have fairy fire.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
okay. Fire.
So.
Alrighty, well then let's make some big boom booms.
Some big boom boom.
God, I wish that were me.
First one is a 19 to hit.
Yes, it is.
That is his
That hit?
AC.
Oh,
Tough to hit. Thank God we got that fairy fire.
I didn't even roll that at advantage. Hold on. I forgot. I literally just I rolled 10 points of damage, but let me see if I can make a crit out of it.
Zamira, are
No.
you still
Mm.
attacking with your Staff of Echoing, just for my knowledge?
Only if it's not going to bring in another dragon because it heard the sound.
Too late.
You
for
don't know that.
You done fucked up now.
Okay. Well,
What's
yeah.
up, AA, Ron?
Too late now. Alright, that was 10 points of damage for the first one. Let's swing again here. Oof. Oof. That does
Yikes.
not
I
so
could see
we
those.
we will do a key point and swing at it 2 more times. Oh, what happened?
What happened to you?
Yeah, no
What
shit.
happened?
You went from
What
hitting
happened
4
to
times in a
you?
row.
What happened? I literally rolled above all 20s and I just rolled a 12, 11, a 13, and a 9 after my +8 to hit. Okay, let's see what the second Fury of Blows does. Oh my god, what is happening? None of them hit. None of them fucking hit. Even with advantage. The
Okay.
highest I got was a 16. Just fuck me.
No, I
These are
saw your rolls. They were fucking horrible.
Ouch.
Damn those virtual dice.
Oh, unfortunate. All right.
I don't think
That-
I trust those developers at D&D Beyond.
That will bring us to your turn, Fane.
All right. So I am going to. Well, you know what's coming, Matt.
Do I?
You want me to say it?
What you doing?
Can I get some battle map, please?
Aye.
Oh, man.
Thank you so much. I'm going to fly over the top of this dragon, so that I am flying basically between his wings. And I'm going.
switch out all my shit over here.
Do you have something for this?
Yeah, a higher height platform.
Oh, I'm talking about directly on top of him.
Oh, but you didn't say you
So
were
that
on
I'm-
top of him.
Sorry, I meant to say I'm flying into the space directly over him. Yeah, perfect. Nuzzled like that.
That makes it easy.
Um, And I'm going to draw the life essence blade and stab for the neck. And because I live a YOLO life, I'm going to dump 6 hit dice into this.
Jesus
Wow.
Christ.
Yep. Pray for me, boys.
I'm praying, dude.
That's a big 20 to hit.
That's gonna hit.
Oh.
Dude,
so that
no
is
fucking way.
6. I'm also going to make
Just
this...
remember, you can only dump as much of the life essence blade as your proficiency modifier.
Oh,
I
did not-
think it's your con modifier. It's listed in the blade how high you can dump how many you
Let
can
me...
dump.
Okay, so that's... My con mod is 4, so I will do 4d10.
Okay.
That's fine. And I will make this a tripping attack as
Got it.
well. So that is
My
going to be
word.
a d8, a d6, 4d10.
This man.
That is going to be 33 points of damage
Jesus
on the first strike.
Christ. On the first strike.
Uh-huh.
And what is my strength save?
It's going to be a strength save of 16.
Yeah, it's like a 24 or 23.
Okay. All good, all good. For the second stripe, I'm going to pull out. So I'm going to switch to the whip again, and make an attack. Which is
You're
going to
a
be wow,
monster.
2 2s for a 10. So
You got it.
nothing on that, Chief.
Unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
Anything with your bonus action?
Bonus action. I'm gonna grab his horns and dance like a banshee. Oh, you
got
know
it.
what? Fuck it. Let's go action surge.
Okay, action surge.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Action surge. Let's do it.
Guy's trying to knock him out before he even gets a turn.
Yeah, let's do a second. We'll do another strike with the life essence blade.
Got it.
Oh my.
And I have to declare this beforehand, correct?
you have
I'm
to
sorry,
declare
I didn't
before
do
you
that on the other one. No, I did do it. I'm gonna jump the remaining ones into this. So 2 more.
Jesus.
Jesus, man.
Ah, it doesn't hit. 14.
I'm sorry, that doesn't hit.
So for the last strike, I will do another whip strike. That one will hit. That's a 24.
24
And this
will
is
hit.
going to be a tripping attack as well. So he needs to roll another strength saving throw.
I'm sorry, that's 23 again.
All
same.
good. But I will also make a bonus action grapple
Okay.
with this. So he takes an extra 15. He takes 15 points of damage,
15 points of damage.
and he needs to beat my acrobatics check of 27.
Yeah, you have the dragon grappled by around its neck with your whip.
Yeah, I snap it around his neck, or around the horns actually, and I'll yank his head back, and just chill out, be real relaxed,
Sure.
and that is
All
that.
right. That'll bring us to the dragon's turn, finally.
Oh shit.
And as every dragon does, Zamira and
Oh.
Kothar.
Nice knowing you guys.
You have advantage, and will this reach? Ooh, Akari is just barely out of reach.
But it's about to get real hot.
Zamira and Kothar, I need you both to make dexterity saving throws, please.
Okay.
If only you'd given us that level up, I would have had evasion. I'd have been alright.
Oh man.
Wow.
Oh, that's still pretty low for me.
That's a big old natural 20 for a 28. So.
At
step on that.
advantage, 13.
I actually don't have enough d6s for this. I need to steal some of my wife's real quick.
Oh, fucker.
What? It's fucking
That's
a lot.
just not funny.
Oh, I'll be fine.
I'll just roll a couple extra.
Y'all know I'll be fine.
Here's hoping, friend.
If it does 144 points of damage off the bat, we're fucked regardless of what I
I don't
roll.
think that's even possible.
Mm-mm.
No, that has to be
Anything's
some homebrew
possible
dragon
if
BS.
you Cast wish.
Homebrew Dragon BS. Do you understand who's DMing?
Hi, Zeltroy here.
It's fucking mad. What do you mean? Of course, it's gonna be some fucking homebrew shit. I love
Need
it,
to roll these
but it's always fucking homebrew
That's
shit.
gonna make Zeltroy do 144 points of attack damage with its wing attack.
I can't even remember if those gnolls that we fought were normal.
That is
does
going to
14
be
points of
14 points.
16, right? Yep. 59 points of fire damage.
So 30.
So yes, 30 or
No,
no,
29.
yeah, 29. We round down. So 29 points of fire damage for you, Kothar.
Oh no.
Kothar, do you have 72 hit points?
I have 77, so
Oh.
I'm not even at half yet.
72.
And that is going to bring us to Kidai's turn. Kothar, you're on deck.
Zumera, are you down?
I rolled a natural 20.
So you
Okay.
also took half of.
Yeah, so you took
did
half.
Okay.
So 29.
I mean, I'm
Probably looking worse than I am.
yeah. I mean, I'm at like 52.3%.
That
Not
was
the
really
exact-
quick math.
And three
Wow.
repeating, of course. Yep. Repeating, of course.
Yeah, don't even worry about Gothar.
Okay.
Go be a druid. Go do druid things. It'll be sweet.
I
It'll be
want
cool.
to try
Yeah,
something,
you know,
and I
like
think
cast
Matt's going to be
spells.
mad at me.
I will never be mad at you for playing the game.
Okay. I want to move up 30 feet. You said I was within, or I want to get within 30.
Within 30?
Mm-hmm. And this was fire damage, right, that I just saw?
Mm, it was, Kidai.
Yes.
I got this cute new cool spell called Create or Destroy Water. I would like to try to cast that inside the dragon's lungs.
Fortunately, you
Whoa.
can't see inside the dragon's lungs.
But I know they're there.
You do know they're there, but that's not really how that works. I'm sorry.
Okay. Are you sure? It doesn't say I can see it. It says an open container.
Well, he's definitely not an open container.
Lungs are an open container.
You looking pretty open to me.
Big monkey.
If I was the bard, I'd be seducing him right now. Big monkey.
Big donkey.
Just turn into a big angry bear and beat the shit out of this fucking dragon.
I have a backup plan. Don't worry. If Matt says no, I have a backup plan.
I
backup
am
plan
going
is
to
rage.
Read the spell real quick. Wherever it is, because apparently I don't know my alphabet and I went past it.
I can go with my backup plan, Matt.
I'm gonna roll probably not.
Probably not on the lungs
Here,
thing.
I found it.
Transform into one of your new CR2 creatures.
What if she used her B shape to turn into a fly, fly down his throat, un-B shape, and cast the spell while she was in there?
Like Ant-Man up Thanos' ass.
Yeah. yeah.
Literally exactly where my head went.
Wait,
Yeah,
that's how we kill
sorry,
Zeltroy.
that's not gonna work.
It's not
Big
gonna work.
brain.
Yeah,
Big fucking brain.
All right. Well, we'll worry
I
about
applaud
that
you
later.
for it.
We'll figure that out later. Okay.
He
So,
said
here's what I
no.
want to do. And I said later. So that didn't work. I'm gonna do summon companion, and within 30 feet. And if I need to get closer, let me know. But I'm going to summon a brown bear, 30 feet above him.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
What?
Where's my bear? Man?
Just a whole ass brown bear?
Are you
whole
dropping
ass
it at
brown
the end
bear.
of the turn?
No.
Because that's also a concentration spell.
Is it really shit?
You're a druid. I hate to tell you, all of your spells are concentration.
This is why I hate this shit. This is, You know what? Oh, that's concentration too. Fun shit. I'll just fucking... No, I can't do that because I already moved 30.
You haven't moved 30. You only moved 5.
Yeah, I'll just bear myself. It's fine.
Just
Let me just drop all my cool ideas and none of them work. That's fun. That's cute.
I'm sorry.
just Kita,
It's not your fault. It's not your fault. I have trouble keeping track of all the intricacies of spells.
Okay.
Yeah. So brown bear.
You'd like to wild
You're just
shape
gonna
into a
have
brown
to
bear.
grin and bear this one, Kidai.
Are you doing
I'll
brown
do my
bear, or are you
best.
trying to go for one of your new bears?
I haven't seen a polar bear. I'm assuming. Matt, have I ever seen a polar bear?
What about a cave bear?
But what's in your imagination?
All of the bears.
That really
Okay,
depends on
one.
the last time she was in San Francisco.
I know. I would guess that Kothar qualifies as a bear in some circles.
Has Kidai ever watched a nature documentary?
No.
No, that was a genuine question because
A nature documentary.
polar bear and cave bear have essentially the same stat block.
She could have seen a cave bear, definitely.
Okay, well we'll go with that then. I have to find it, but yeah, we'll say I'm doing that.
Okay.
Okay, cool. K-Bear, I'll get up to him. And I will take my attacks.
Don't forget at advantage.
At advantage. 23. Oh, nice. 13 on the first one.
Cave bear stronger than Kothar.
Oh, Kothar.
30, 20 on the second one.
Now,
That's gonna
Keith,
hit.
No, Keith. He's for me.
And
Cave bear is for me.
14 on the second one.
14 points of damage.
On the second attack.
Okay.
Just want to interject real quick. Emma, you put something like that in chat again. I'm deleting it. Shit does not belong.
what did I miss? I can't see chat because Matt doesn't have the battle cam up.
Oh,
Oh my god, you big whiny baby. She said now she can. No, I can't say it on stream. That validates it. Fuck that.
Now she can turn herself into a barrier for us.
Oh.
I love it.
I
That's
hate
all I
it.
got, I guess.
Kothar. That's your turn.
Oh wow, time to be super original. I'm gonna cast Whack twice, and then as a bonus action, I'm gonna cast Bite.
Okay.
Sure. Those are good spells.
Yeah, they're my only spells. That's a natural 19 on the first hit. A unnatural 19 on the second hit.
AC is 19.
And a dirty 20 on the bite.
Those will all hit.
Okay. $39 total points of damage across all three of them.
Wow, Jesus Christ.
What you do on your bite?
He is barely holding on.
It's
Oh,
10
he's
on
barely holding on.
It's 10 on the. It was 10 on the bite. So if he's resistant to non-magic damage, then it would only be 5. Because the bite's non-magical, but I
Yeah.
wouldn't know that, and then I gain 5 temp HP.
Oh, man.
And that is my whole turn.
Akari, that brings us to your turn.
Oh, sick and neat. Fairy fire still up, I think. Yeah.
Yes, it is. Unfortunately
Okay.
for me.
Sorry, Chief. Oh, well, you might have had a saving grace. 17 to hit.
That will not hit.
14. Nope, that one I want. 15, 25 to hit.
That's gonna hit.
So the second one hits with the hunter's mark. 7. Oh, math. 9 plus 6, 15.
How would you like to do this?
As I shoot my first arrow, I kind of draw the umber bow and strike almost barely as it's thrashing around as Fane has a grip on its horns. It's kind of thrashing around, and as its head barely moves, it glances off of the first horn, but the second one strikes true right in the neck. And as it kind of starts to bleed out, Fane just kind of wrestles it to the ground. Kothar goes in for another strike, and Kedai's there, as well as Emma to just, not Emma, Zamira, to just fucking pummel it down as it's writhing on the ground, like bleeding out from its neck.
The dragon falls. Fane, you tumble to the ground. Make an acrobatics or athletics check for me to try and stick the landing.
I like to think I wrote it down, but I'll take a 10 on acrobatics check.
You, for the most part, stick the landing. Your feet kind of bar, your legs kind of buckle a little bit, but you don't fall.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna set my ass right behind his head and sort of pull his head back in like triumphant victory, make it look like it's roaring a little bit.
Hold on now, we're not out of initiative order.
Oh.
Nani?
Zamira, it's your turn. What are you doing?
DM, sorry, for clarification's sake, because I was going to do it even if it didn't die. I would like to be more center of your DM screen.
Okay.
As close and as center of your DM screen as it can.
Here?
Yep, that was my... Well, yeah, sure. That was my plan, even, but I wasn't expecting it to die, so...
So we're still in initiative, but it's dead.
It is dead. We are still in initiative order.
Characters don't know that, but we do.
Yeah, so we don't have anything going on. Well, Zamira being...
Make a perception check for me.
Okay.
See what you see. Or see what you notice.
25. I'm guessing I noticed just about everything.
You can hear the roar of a fellow dragon
Another one.
coming towards you guys. Seemingly probably from the loud echoing of a certain one's staff.
You're welcome, guys, for the XP we're about to get.
Someone play the Seinfeld music.
Thank God we play Milestone!
Quickly, since I don't know what'll happen here, and Zamira can't help herself, she will just kind of salute the fallen dragon and wash her air genasi wind over it, and then go take cover somewhere.
Okay, where would you like to move to?
To the rock, to the back left of where Akari is. Other one, no. That one, yeah.
Yeah, remember, it's mirrored for us, so
Yeah.
we say left, we mean right.
You hush.
That's to my left.
Yeah. Somehow it's like flipped and flipped.
Mm-hmm. Flippity flop.
Alright. Is that all you're doing, Zamira?
There's nothing to punch, and I saluted the fallen dragon without time to give it proper tribute because I'm about to get 8.
Fine, that brings us to your turn, and you indeed did hear the dragon.
So, do I see the dragon is the question.
You can see because you have dark vision, on the outskirts, maybe just barely coming into view in the sky above you, the glistening white scales
Bigger.
of a white dragon.
A white dragon. Interesting. How far away do I think it is?
Maybe 100 feet.
Oh,
Has it
easy.
seen us?
Oh yeah, it's flying right at you guys.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. By the way, Pass Without a Trace is gone, because I did a Hunter's Mark.
I can do it again.
No,
I'm gonna
it
save
never
you the
sees
trouble.
us.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
take 2 shots with the bow.
With my
The old-
bow.
With,
Baby.
with Akari's old bow.
You look good with that thing in your big, meaty boy hands.
I felt like draw it back like Adonis, like a big, gigantic, like,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Kedai's
Don't break it,
by
though.
the
Just
way.
soft enough. Just soft enough.
Yeah.
First shot's a 24.
Nice.
That's gonna hit.
Second shot is also a 24.
Gonna hit.
So it's gonna be 10 damage on the first. And a big 10 damage on the second. That was weird. Everything's same. And And as I sort of loose these arrows into the sky, I'll make sure that everyone is aware. We've got a bit more company, and then I will fly 15 feet to the left and up.
The left and up.
So basically, up above 15 feet above, just to the right of Zamira.
Okay, you want to be 15 feet in the air, you said?
Correct.
Aw, he wants to hang out with me.
The opposite, actually. I hope he sees us in a clump and targets you with a breath. And
Now
that's
brings
it.
us to the dragon's turn, who also rolled a
Uh-oh.
19 on his name.
Ooh.
Oh, oy vey. No, that's too
No,
big.
no, thank you.
That's too big.
And as
Oh,
the
thank
dragon
you.
almost does a pass
Put it
by,
back.
Hidai and Kothar, I need you both to make Constitution saving throws as he unleashes his breath weapon on both of you.
Constitution.
Yikes.
Constitution.
Do you know that the gods made me thick for a reason? I got news for you, DM.
Yeah.
That's a 26.
Yeah, you'll succeed.
That's a 14.
Ooh.
14 is a failure, Kidai. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Kidai, by the way, you are no longer concentrating on Fairy Fire because
Yeah.
he's dead.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because
Can I
he
see
did.
this one's lungs by any chance?
Unfortunately, that is going
Not
to
yet.
be 47 points of cold damage. Cut in half for you, Kothar, twice, because you're raging still.
Yep.
So down to from 47 to 23 to 11. Jesus Christ.
That,
That's
that would
bullshit.
have insta-killed me.
Are you down?
No, I was a bear.
Oh.
I was.
It took my whole bear.
Oh, so
Oh,
you are no
no.
longer a bear.
So she just bared right through the damage.
I did
Oh
my
my
best.
fucking god.
That was
Dragon is now
bearable.
hovering, staring down at his fallen brethren, and there is an anger in her eyes.
Oh, I love her. She's beautiful.
DM, for point of reference, if you'd like to know, you took away my 10
Gita, we're gonna
HP
fight.
and 6 HP besides that.
Yeah, okay.
You're an ass.
Where's Tyvek with the temp HP when I need him?
I know, right? Here's a bubble, guys.
Yeah, no shit. All right. And that is going to bring us to your turn, Kidai. Kothar, you're on deck.
Okay, since I was gone a second, how's everybody looking?
Not fantastic.
Zamir is the one who's been hit the
You're
worst, I
still, you're
believe.
still at half?
Yeah.
Okay.
A little below.
I'm doing good.
And where are you? Where's me in relation to Zamira?
You
Yeah.
are right here, 30 feet away from.
If I can get to her,
I mean, yeah, you can.
I'll do a cure wounds at second level.
Oh.
So thoughtful.
Hey Matt, since this is about to be my turn, can I
okay.
ask a favor?
What's up?
Can you put it on the player camera?
Nah.
No, it's gonna be my turn. Fuck off.
I've got to fuck with Hex over here who keeps wanting to be on the battle map for some reason.
That's a 15, Zamira.
Next time I'm getting naked.
Aw,
No
you're
presenting nipple.
fantastic.
Yikes.
Oh my god.
That's true.
Alrighty. Kothar, what are you doing? He is flying
I
in
can't
the
see.
air.
Can you put it back on the battle map?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He is
Thank you.
flying roughly 20 feet still in the air, just so you know.
Matt, you're such a good sport.
Yeah,
you know
but I
that?
can't, see,
You really are.
I can't see Donkey. Oh, wait!
There's
I
no
wanna
donkey.
run,
on the
I want to
battle
run
map.
at the direction that the cold came at me. And throw a torch.
Yes, you can do that.
Okay, so I'm assuming I can see now.
You
and
can
that's-
see. It's basically
bonus
like
action,
illuminating the underbelly of him, so yeah, you can see him.
Oh, great. Okay, cool. So he's still above me, though.
Yes.
Well, that's fucking... That sucks.
If only you were big.
If
I'm kidding.
only.
I'm giving you
I-
shit, Kina. You did great work on the first dragon.
No, I don't.
You guys
I don't complain
fucking
at all.
blew that up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll throw 2 regular javelins at him. Reckless.
You got it.
That's a natural 20 on the first one.
Jesus.
He didn't need any help.
And I would like to apologize.
Another one?
It's legitimately a second natural 20.
Wow.
Damn.
Boy.
That
I
is
love
some
how
fucking
I
luck.
build these encounters and I always expect them to be deadly and then you guys just blow through their health.
Hey! Let's not go that way because I've seen you roll multiple natural 20s in a single combat.
12 on the first one.
The dice of the dice, baby.
12 on the second one. Okay, we're just
Nice.
double. Okay, so 24 total damage.
24
No
total
way.
damage. Nice.
That's whack.
You rolled max on all 4.
What do you mean? No.
He only
it's-
has 2.
Yeah, it's 2 javelins. I rolled a 3. I rolled a 3, doubled to 6, plus 4 from
okay,
strength, plus 2
okay.
from rage.
I was thinking battle axe. Never mind. I'm sorry. I was like, that's
No.
ridiculous.
That would have been crazy.
That would have been crazy. Yes.
If I would've
All
rolled
It
right.
already is
battle axe,
fucking
that would have
crazy.
been 48 damage in 1 turn. So
Top of the round. Akari, what are you doing? This dragon is now hovering just above you, barely, maybe 30 feet away.
Oh, I don't know, man. I'm sorry. I can't see my friends' beautiful faces. I would like you to put it. This one isn't
Look
fairy
at that.
fired. I will take 2 shots at it. I can roll both my dice at the same time. There's no fucking rules here. That one's cocked. Okay, so one's a 2, so 12. The other one's a 10, so 20. Second one hits, I imagine, with a 20.
20 does hit, yes.
Okay. Well, actually, funny question. I suppose bonus action, I would like to move my hunter's mark to the white dragon that I now see. So I rolled 6 on the d6. That's good. 11 plus 6, 17.
Forgot you were concentrating on that.
Yep, 17. And if I'm really 30 feet away from that dragon, I would like to scooch behind that rock and just find myself some visual cover.
Behind the statue here.
Whatever that is. That's where I'd like to be. Looks like a rock to me. That's my turn.
It's a statue.
I can do
head.
no more. Oh, okay. Oh, it's just a big statue head, I see.
Yeah. Basically, runes crumbled.
Hmm.
We'll get to that after combat.
Oh, okay. That's my go.
Easy enough. All right, that is going to bring us to your turn, Zamira.
Hopefully the dice gods like me better. And Zamira, realizing that her loud, amazing, echoing staff of boom probably brought this dragon here, she will switch back to the normal
It's like, I
quarter
swear to
staff.
God, I have another one. Don't make me do it.
No.
do what I can tank another breath weapon.
But it's still 20 feet in the air, correct?
It is still 20 feet in the air. I
You
have
say
like,
this now.
I have like 6 dragon minis in this drawer. Please try
Alright.
me.
Oh, I'm about to try you, but not
Do
with
it.
staff of boom. I'm gonna run up all the way up to it. I'm going to hold on. Let me read and make sure I'm going to do this properly because I think I'm gonna screw myself. I have rope, correct?
Hempen rope? Yeah.
If you have a Dungeoneer's pack, yeah.
Okay.
Which you start the
I-
campaign with, I believe.
Yes.
All right. This is gonna be a two-parter. I can't
You
do
going
this
off
all.
the rails here? What's going on?
I can't do this all in one action. Ooh, tough. Fuck. Okay, I'm
How to train your dragon?
Alright, no, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. I am going. Sorry. Him flying really kind of threw me off because monk life. But I'm going to run a little closer. How far is he from me right now? I mean, if we factor in the Pythagoras theorem, like, what's the angle there?
A long ways from where you are now. Maybe you're about 35 feet away. He's 20 feet up in the air. Let's call it 45.
All right, get me
He's
15.
technically, he's about 34 feet away.
Okay. Then move me 4 feet forward, Matt.
Goodness.
Where would you like to move?
4 feet forward towards the dragon.
Okay, you move forward 4 feet. What are you trying to do?
Where did you just take me? Did I just get yeeted?
You're in my hand because I assume you're moving again.
No, I'm not. I'm just moving the 4 feet this turn.
Okay.
And I'm going to use my Breath of Dragon. And I'm going to shoot a 30-foot line of acid damage to him.
What?
Okay.
And he's got to make a dex saving throw.
There you go.
Dex save is a 14.
Oh, he fails.
Hell yeah.
That is 6 points of acid damage.
6 points of acid damage. Got it. All right.
It's got to melt to this.
Is that all you'd like to do?
Yep.
All right.
I mean, it's all I would like to do. It's all I can do.
Bane, that brings us to your turn.
Okay, let's see if we can bring Christmas around a little early this year. I will fly down 5 feet and then move into melee range so that I'm 10 feet below him and 10 feet above the ground.
Okay.
Matt, you gave me this gift?
I didn't give it to you. I tried to talk you out of picking wings.
That's true. I gave myself this gift.
I
Yeah, on the opposite.
I very much was
Hey Matt, can Kothar have wings?
feral teeth.
Just wait till I discover more of my little forgotten backstory, and all of a sudden I find out I have
I mean,
wings.
listen, I'll get him at 14th level. It's okay, don't worry.
Oh, is that right?
That's a
All
thing
right.
I can pick.
I am going to make a melee attack with my whip.
Go for it.
That's going to be a 15 on the first one. Did it hit?
Say that 15? No, that does not hit, unfortunately.
Okay, second smack. That's going to be a 20.
20 will hit.
Okay, that's going to be a tripping attack.
You got it.
First off. Be 11 points of damage.
11 points of damage, and what is my save?
DC 16 strength.
It's a 17.
Okay, so he makes that, but I will bonus action grapple.
Okay.
So he's going to make a contested check.
Sorry, it's a natural 20.
All right, I got a 22, so
Yee.
no grapple. Do I have any movement left?
5 feet down, 10 feet forward, so you have 15 feet.
I will circle around as best I can. Actually, since he's in the air, I will just press straight forward with the rest of my 15 feet of movement. Yeah. Usually do. And that is my turn.
All right, that brings us to the dragon's turn, and we will roll to see if they get their breath weapon back. Unfortunate.
Oh my
It'll
god,
be
the
fine.
dragon got 2 turns? Unheard of.
It'll be better when we fight the third dragon, so it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Remind me, Akari,
Yeah.
have you damaged this dragon first, did you not?
Oh
No,
shit!
I
I don't
did.
think I did.
I shot it with the bow.
That is correct. So he is going to
That
turn
being
around.
said-
First one to damage it. Akari has hit it though.
That being said, Matt, I would like to, in case it saw it, I hit its friend and killed it. Just full
Akari
honesty
and
here.
Fane,
Hey,
each of
Death
you-
Wish,
each of
why
you
don't
roll
you
a
stop
D20 for me.
talking?
Akari and Fane, each of you roll a d20 for me.
I got backup characters. Roll d20. 16.
You as well, Fane.
11.
11. He's going to turn around and take his attacks at you, Fane.
Bring it, bitch.
Alright, he is going to take his 3 attacks at you. First one with the bite is a 24 to hit.
Hits.
Let's see. Ooh, that's a lot. That is going to be 11 points of piercing damage and 7 points of cold damage.
Okay. Cool.
I'm sorry, that's 15 points of piercing damage. I forgot to add his modifier.
So 22 points of damage.
Yes.
All said and done. Okay.
Second attack with the claw. It's 16.
Does not hit.
Third attack with the claw is a natural 20.
Okay.
$13 points of slashing damage.
All right. Love it. Love it. Love
That
it.
is his turn. And he is going to fly another 10 feet up into the air.
I get an attack of opportunity, I believe.
Yes.
Okay.
Hold him down.
Let's see if I can do these off of my turn. Yeah, I can do these is when I hit with a weapon attack. So if I hit,
What, your reverse?
Bound
Yeah.
Earthbind all the time.
That's
that's
crazy.
gonna be 14 to hit. So I guess that misses.
Yeah, that will not hit.
Okay.
I am sorry.
You're not sorry.
You guys are blowing through these guys' health, so I'm really not. But Kidai, that brings us to your turn. Kothar, you're on deck.
Fairy fire.
That is a deck save for me.
Mm-hmm.
21.
Damn it, Matt.
Sorry.
That's okay. Oh, wait. No. I wasn't a bear anymore. Okay, yeah. I'm good.
You want to move?
Nope.
Okay. All right, Kothar, that brings us to your turn. What are you doing?
2 javelins reckless. Wait. 1 Leviathan's reach.
Okay.
Reckless though.
Yep.
$13.
13 will not hit it, unfortunately.
If I I'll bonus action pull it back at him. If it gets near him.
Okay, so like as you throw it, and then it turns into the water and it comes slashing back across his skin, but the ice in the water across his skin does not
Yeah, I
appear as
know.
if it did anything.
I know that, Matt.
I'm sorry.
I don't know if Kothar's ever fucking dealt with dragons, but it felt cheap to not try. Well, I'll guess I'll reform Leviathan's reach and I'll
Throw again.
now I'll throw probably what would be probably my last javelin at him.
Sure.
Just because I don't have
The other two are no, they're embedded in him currently because they hit.
and I ran out of my good ones. They're at the bottom of the ocean after
That's
chasing
right.
the dragon.
That's right. I forgot.
Yep.
Nope. Goes wide.
Oh no.
All right.
My turn.
Just for if you decide you want to go pick it up, we'll say it lands.
Man, he's really generous tonight.
Can you
Something
point
like-
me off on the map then?
You are like to move, run over to it.
No. It landed there, and I was like, wait, where was I throwing it? So yeah, okay, cool.
I mean,
thank
you have your movement still if you'd like to run over to it.
I'm good.
Okay.
Well, I mean, yeah, fuck it. I'll run over and I'll stand over it, I guess.
Nice. There you go.
Pick that up on your next turn and throw it if you so wish to. That will bring us to the
Dead.
top of the round, Akari.
Okay, there's nothing granting advantage, and this one isn't very fired. First attack, 14.
14 will not hit.
Second attack, oh, well, too late for me to say Planar Warrior. 19.
19 will hit.
I gotta remember my Planar Warrior, man. This hurts. Okay, 2. That's so. 16 points of damage. Donner's mark is in there.
16 points of damage. Damn.
Mm-hmm. And I think I'm fine where I'm at. I'm good.
Alrighty.
I've not done Planar Warrior a single time. I feel so bad. I'm a failure.
Zamira,
I'm
that
a
brings us to
failure.
your turn. Fane, you're on deck.
Oh, gee. It's still floating in the air. Okay, so... Oh, actually... Wait, fuck. Hold on, let me make sure I read this properly. I am going to Step of the Wind, but with my Step of the Wind, I can do Wings Unfurled, and I unfurl Spectral Dragon Wings from my back.
Okay.
Keep flying from me. See what happens.
I will.
And then now I have a flying speed equal to my walking speed. I'm gonna fly at it mid-air, and I'm gonna fucking attack it
Got it. With what?
with the regular staff,
Okay.
Not the boom staff?
not the staff of boob. No, I don't.
Just
I'm
listen,
gonna-
just call in a third dragon. What can go wrong?
Okay.
Round 3, let's go!
I just had. Okay, so is there advantage?
No, there's no advantage.
Okay. Oh, thank God. 24 to hit.
Yeah, 24 is gonna hit.
Uh-huh. That is 6 points of damage on that one, and that's a 20 to hit.
Yep.
That is 11 points of damage on that one.
You got it. This dragon's starting to look a little hurt. Actually, it's probably quite hurt.
Ooh.
And then I'm just gonna like gloriously flap my wings behind me since this is my first time I've gotten to use them.
Easy enough to do. Fane.
Fane will embarrass you a little bit and flap his wings slightly more elegantly as I ask Matt to put on the battle map, please. Thank you so much. I will circle around to the opposite side, like right next to where that tree is. I'm not going to make you... Basically, I just want to be flanking with Zamira.
Easy enough to do.
And I won't make you give me another height adjustment, but I will move up 10 feet to be in range.
Yeah.
And I will make a... No. I'm gonna make a a whip attack.
Yep.
17 and then a 20 to hit.
17 is his AC.
Okay, so it hits. All right, so I'm gonna use my last dice and make this a tripping attack. So he needs a DC 16 strength saving throw.
Ooh, that's gonna be a failure.
So, without me having to do anything about it, he falls at Kothar's feet.
What's the damage?
Damage is 11 points.
11 points of damage. And are you
Mhm.
flying down for second attack?
I am going to fly down for a second attack.
Would fall damage count?
Yep, I'm factoring in fall damage.
Oh no. And I'll say, Kothar, if you get this one, you owe it to me. And
I'm still trying to get the hang of my new wings. That's why I fell.
I will.
And it will take fall damage. I rolled really low. 4 points of fall damage.
It's not bad. We take those. And for my last strike, I will. You know what? No, I'm gonna use the whip again. That is going to be a 24 to hit.
That's gonna hit.
All right, that's going to be another 10 points of damage.
10 points
Bonus-
of damage.
Bonus action grapple. And my roll is a natural 20 for a 28.
It's a natural 19 for him, but that's a failure.
All right, so he is now prone and grappled, the prime position, and that will end my turn.
You got it. All
I
right.
will exult and scream out with a bit of glee.
That'll bring us to the dragon's turn. Going to roll to see if his breath weapon gets back. Ooh.
Y'all better kill it fast.
I really don't have anywhere where I can't get more than one person.
Sorry, Matt, we're too smart.
No, we're going to try something. He's going to try and break your grapple. Uh, 18, Thane.
You're muted.
You're muted.
Fane.
26.
Unfortunate. But he is going to stand up, and that will be the end of his turn.
He cannot stand up
Pretty sure he can
because
stand up.
his movement speed is 0.
Oh, you're correct.
Grapple
Yeah, I
doesn't
forgot.
move it.
Yeah. He can't stand up.
Yeah, that's the end of his turn then. Oh, unfortunate. Kidai, that brings us to your turn.
Bro, what the fuck?
It's just real bad luck that like my only spell I could hit him with that's damage is Ice Knife. You know what I mean? Oh, I guess I could do
He is prone. You do have a bear.
have a bear.
Don't look at that now, Liz.
You could turn him
Over
into a gummy bear snack.
I could.
Yeah, but when that
Damn.
fucker reconstitutes, man.
Are we making way to javelins? Is that what are we getting dragon javelins?
I am about to make fucking listen.
I'll
If I
just-
don't,
Actually, I'll just Primal Savagery. Just
Oh shit.
go for it.
Okay.
If I can get
So
there.
you're moving in to do Primal Savagery?
Mm-hmm.
Doing it like a tauntaun without the lightsaber.
Go ahead.
Hold on, I'm missing a dice. There it
that'll
is.
be it's at advantage because he's prone.
Hmm.
Oh shoot, I have to roll for it, don't I?
Just happened.
26.
26 is going to
Everyone's
hit.
primally savage.
Yeah. Okay. Ooh! Oh my god, I rolled double 8s. Okay. Yeah, so 16.
Kidai, how would you like to do this?
Yes.
No,
Yes, Kida got the kill. What a
At 15 health left.
fuck yeah.
Go for the eyes.
Go for the eyes, boo.
My eyes go black and my hands go in.
Easy enough to do. So you
Shove
just go
them through
in
his
and you
skull.
claw out these dragon's eyes as its body just head hits the ground, falls dead.
Oh yeah.
I will run over to Kidai and like pick her up in the air and like say, "Look what you did!" Like celebratory.
My eyes will come back to normal. Look what I did!
Yup.
I look at everyone with wild eyes and I say, "We have to wear these two. Absolutely have to wear them."
Akari has climbed the large small statue next to him, and he's just got an arrow drawn and he's checking the horizon real quick.
Make a perception check for me.
Hyper alert robot. 19.
Don't see anything.
He descends. We're fine for now.
Need to roll a perception check because the music's not scary anymore.
Okay.
I mean, fair point, but I was thinking about what Akari would do.
I'll holler to quietly to Akari. I say, "Akari,
Yeah. As I'm descending down the statue.
with everything in my heart, I would like to help you carve scales off these dragons."
Can I do... I know it was foggy with a battle of combat. Can I do a quick insight check on Zamira? See if I recognized her hesitance or her respect for the First Fallen.
Sure, roll an insight check.
I mean, unless you don't want to leave up to the dice roll, Emma. That's up to you.
No,
Go
I
ahead.
mean, I've been pretty open about dragons, especially in dragon type things that we fought, and I would have already flown down and landed or attempted to land gracefully, since this is my first time with my wings next to the second dragon, and I would have like crouched next to it and just been kind of like saluting it and like having some air furl around this one.
I was also going to say I'd like to druid craft flowers around both of them if I can.
Yeah, for record's sake, I rolled a 13. I assume it's not necessary for a roll since Zamira just gave that away.
Yeah, basically.
I'm descending the statue and I'll rejoin the group in the center around these. But they almost died in the same place, didn't they? Like they're really close to each
Essentially, they're,
other.
like right next to each other.
Yeah. Fane, that's certainly an option. I just cast a glance over at Zamira and hold it.
You can do what you must, but it's a very large oddity to me, having spent my whole life revering and studying these creatures, but never really any time in their presence, only to slaughter them the first time I get to be around them. It doesn't sit well with me, though I know we needed to do it, and I know you need to do what you need to do, but I wanted to pay my respects and tribute.
Just like the Honore taught me, it will be done with respect.
If I may, Zamira, out on the sea, we tend to, use whatever we can find and not let anything go to waste. And I feel like, these are beautiful creatures. They were fantastic. They put up a wonderful fight, and I simply did not want to die today. However, I feel like it would be disrespectful to their memory to just leave them.
No, I agree. We can benefit from them. I just wanted to pay my respects towards them before they were dismembered and disemboweled.
Absolutely. I'll make you something from them so they can live on with us. How's that sound?
It sounds wonderful.
Fane, what was it precisely you wanted me to do? What are you trying to create here?
I don't think the leather is important. I think the scales, the horns, and the teeth. Maybe the claws.
Okay. DM, I'll get to work as best I can finding the root of the scales and removing as many as I reasonably can within reason. Same with the horns. There's 4 of them, and a number of teeth, or whatever salvage I can manage.
I
I will.
Survival check for me.
I'll assist. I'll super assist.
What did we say it was, DM? Sorry.
Roll survival check for me at advantage.
Yep.
While they were,
Oh, sorry.
I was saying while they were doing that, I would have gotten like out my book and just written down like what information I noticed or noted about the dragons in the book, and then I would have sat down to do some wood carving.
I want like a really small bone, like a toe bone, something like.
I can get you that. That's
Cool.
That's super duper easy for me.
Okay, I'm gonna take that and go work on it in a corner.
Okay.
22. And I do it with the utmost respect for the creatures.
Okay.
Which I know is silly considering I'm cutting off their parts, but...
You are able to remove 1 horn.
You get this, Fane, because I'm not writing this down.
3
Yes,
teeth. 3 teeth, because they are fairly decently large.
You sure it wasn't 2 horns, Matt? Because 2 would be perfect.
Sorry, it's only 1.
I know, I'm teasing you. Thank you.
And depending on how much time you want to spend on the scales, they are a little bit easier to remove, but they take longer.
Well, I presume this is the last thing we're going to do before we rest, because we're in the night. We've traveled.
If we could get maybe like, because it was like 10 pounds of leather for studded armor, I believe. So maybe like 30 pounds, which I imagine isn't such an insane amount, but Like maybe like enough for like a set or two of armor.
I'll try to make it simple, DM. I don't have to rest a full 8. I will trade first watch, which I imagine is 2. I won't be present during first watch. I'll be working on this to get scales. And then for the remainder of the 6, I'll be doing my sentry's rest and
Sure.
amongst second and third. Best I can do.
That's
you
fine.
tell me what
That's perfectly
happens.
fine.
With a whatever the fuck I roll, was it 22 or something?
With a 22 and taking that amount of time to do it, you could get 50 pounds worth of dragon skills.
Hell yeah.
Between the two of them, about 25 each.
25 pounds white, 25 pounds black.
25 pounds of red.
Red.
Oh, that was a red dragon? I thought it was
it's a young red dragon, but it had black and red scales.
Oh, I
kind
see.
of a variant of a young red dragon.
I apologize. For
some
reason I thought it was
Daddy
that day.
Man.
So like
was feeling fiery.
red and white. For some reason I thought it was black. Oh, the dragon was.
The mini is mostly black. It's red and black.
Okay, gotcha. So are they reddish black scales for aesthetic purposes?
Sure.
Okay.
DM, I'd like to come in after them, and I'm not trying to be nearly as neat, but still kind of respectful of the corpses. And I'm just trying to use my feet to kind of like pull out some of the bones for. I imagine that's going to take a while, so I imagine I won't make them into weapons quite yet.
So are you trying to do your short rest thing where you turn them into weapons, but you're just trying to save that for later?
Yeah, because I imagine these are two very large corpses, so I don't want to try to like squeeze out, like pull the bones and make them into weapons. If I can, beautiful. Maybe I'll work over that over my watch, but because I'll probably take first watch and try to hone at least a couple of them, but I want to get at least what I would reasonably able to gather.
If you would like to stay up for first watch, if you're going to work on them, it's going to raise the DC because your DC is already at disadvantage because it's night. But if you're going to work on them, it'll just raise the DC for your perception check.
I'm okay with that.
Okay. But yeah, you can definitely do that.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get a couple javelins. What can I hold on? I'll get back to you in 2 seconds.
Yeah, you're good.
I'm trying to see what I can make.
I believe it's like
javelins, maybe a handful of darts for Zamira, and if any of the skulls are large enough, maybe a shield.
Oh shit!
Because I can make shields.
Roll a survival check for me for the head.
Yeah, I was gonna say that one might take a hot second. Okay, dirty 20.
You can definitely get the skull out, but turning it into a shield's going to take you some extra time.
100% okay with that. Thank you.
All right. Everyone else, anything you wanted to do before we start watches?
I would like to take that small bone that I got from Kothar and just kind of like, while everybody else is doing the absolutely like really crucial things, I want to chip away at it and do my best to make like a crude dragon shape, like reminiscent of a dragon from what I've seen, or a dragon head, or whatever I think I can reasonably do with my limited art skills.
Make a performance check.
Oh no.
Not bad. Performance, that's a 15.
You get a fairly rough, but you can definitely tell it looks like a dragon skull, but it's rough.
Okay. I would have, by the way, cleaned myself up. I'm not bloody from dragon guts anymore.
Okay.
I would take it over to Zamira and kind of like kneel down next to her, and that couldn't have been easy to watch. I'm so sorry, and hand her the little carved dragon.
You're muted. Yeah.
Thank you. This means a lot to me, more than I can ably express. It wasn't easy to watch, but I know what needs done, and I know they would have killed us. It just all seems backwards to me, but I know this whole island is a bit backwards. I'm just grateful to have been able to take some notes, and hopefully I can I still have a lot to learn, and hopefully I can learn some of that here. It seems there are no shortage of dragons on this island, but I definitely appreciate this gift. It'll be a good reminder, and I can kind of take out my wood whittling knife, and I'll poke a hole in the top and turn it into like a necklace.
I'll pull my bear out that she made me and say, "We match."
And I'll just kind of tap them together and give her a smile.
That's all I
What
got.
to do?
Real quick, so long as both the ladies agree, I would have liked for Akari to have overheard that conversation.
Fine with me.
Sure. Robot ears hear everything.
Not quite, but they do capture a lot. On to the long rest, shall we?
Yeah, I'll take first watch for sure while I'm working on my stuff.
Well, I
Guys.
had to skip first watch because of my work. I think you did too, didn't you?
I'll take it.
Bothar doesn't have
No,
to
I'm
skip.
taking it. I'm just focused on work.
Oh,
So his DC for his perception check is at disadvantage and higher.
That's what I'm saying. I'll take it.
I was
with you.
planning to just skip first watch entirely to do
Correct.
my work.
Correct.
Fair.
With that, we're going to end tonight's session. We will pick up next week with
Ugh.
watches.
Fuck.
So don't.
All right.
I couldn't get it on all the RP. Ah.
If I let you guys do watches, we will be here another hour.
It's true.
Oh.
He's not wrong.
You're not wrong.
Fair.
So,
Got mine in the.
I
I don't like it, but you're right.
believe we're on Thursday next week as well, correct?
I will fucking have to check. I
Okay.
don't have an answer for you.
Okay.
I
that's
will.
perfectly fine.
What I'll start to do. I mean, you know what? Frick it. If you're in the Discord, I'll type exclamation mark Discord real quick. If you're in the Discord, I will start to announce when the next. Because I'm the decider, unfortunately, because of scheduling
Yeah.
things.
As a scheduling.
I will announce when the next episode of the third campaign is, based on when I know it. So I'll check. I might already have the answer. I just don't know at the moment.
That's no problem.
So it might be Tuesday, might be Thursday, but expect either Tuesday or Thursday.
Yep.
And because screw it, let's annoy the people in the Discord. And if you don't like it, just mute the channel. But join our Discord and you will know. The schedule on Twitch, I tried to keep accurate. I failed this week, I think.
I actually changed it.
Oh, okay. So you
Yeah.
did it. That's fine.
Yeah.
It's frisky trying to get it all together, but yeah.
Yep.
I don't know
So-
if it's Tuesday or Thursday, but that's the days.
That's fine.
And we will be at 8:15. I know that
8:15,
much.
Yep.
Because
Guys,
we don't fuck with the time. We just fuck with the day.
thanks for joining us tonight. A few new people in chat. A couple I want to give shout outs. Fantasy Animal Lover, or a Fantasy Animal Vegan. I'm sorry, Fantasy Animal Vegan. Shout out
Vegan.
for the 2,000 bits donation, dude. That's awesome. That's
Nice.
that's
And you're
huge.
now a tier 3 subscriber.
That's a huge thank you from us to you.
Yep.
As well as there were a couple other new faces tonight. Tale of Two Wolves. Glad to have you here, man. Congrats on your gifted sub. Hope to see you around again. Shout out to Emma, Zach, and Aiden for all the gifted subs you guys do. You know, means a lot.
Yeah. Well,
Means a lot to
means
me.
nothing.
And
I had to
for-
gift out to my boy.
yeah, Neo
don't know.
Itachi, I think it was.
Yeah, whatever. He's a weeb. It's fine.
And
He is a weeb.
Marty0248, in case you didn't see it, I buy all my mats from Mats by Mars. They're actually local here in St. Louis, and I'm sure you've seen a lot of them
Oh.
used before. I know Critical Role uses them. I believe High
Mhm.
Rollers uses them too. A couple
Yep.
other people.
Very popular.
Very,
like,
very,
mats.
very popular
Oh,
mats.
cool.
But they're actually local to me here in St. Louis, so I don't have to order them. I just go and pick them up from them, which I love supporting local people, so that works out for me.
It's true.
But
They're
guys,
local here, and they're very cool.
fun session. Can't wait to see what you guys do next.
Oh, hey Matt, real fast while we're doing this, because
Yeah.
I know we're doing this.
Holy
we
shit.
are-
My
holy
God.
smokeronies!
Dude,
We'll get
you're
to
gonna
that
like.
in one quick second. I do want to give a shout out to Archphone Games.
Oh my
Matt uses
goodness.
them all the time.
Yeah, I do.
And they're high quality. Like you can 3D
This,
print them
uh,
yourself minis if you have a 3D printer.
This dragon
and
is actually from
they're great.
Archvillain Games.
Yeah, Archphone Games does amazing work. They give people like Matt a chance to branch out and do things that veteran D&D players like me and Zach and Lissa and everybody else don't understand like what exactly is happening because it's like some weird homebrew shit. So they give them extra ideas to just like do something. Also, yeah, Matt, take it away. But holy
But yeah,
crap,
guys, I very much am a homebrew DM. This is probably the first normal combat these guys have had in a while, where I threw generic D&D stat blocks at them. So they fought a normal young red dragon and young white dragon in tonight's combat. But that's probably the first actual normal combat where some of these guys probably knew, like, oh, I know this is going to be a 17 AC because it's a young white dragon. But
Nope.
no, I don't.
Okay,
Right, I don't memorize those kind of stat blocks, but
yeah,
I know what a white dragon is and what it pertains to be.
correct. Yeah. But-
Fantasy Animal Vegan, those gifted subs,
Yeah, holy
you
shit, dude.
are absolute king/queen/ whatever you want to be.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's
Box, did you notice that you got kicked off the leaderboard? You're no longer top 3.
Well, I'm certain of that. After that, you know what? I deserve to not be because
Oh,
God damn.
Hey,
God damn.
I am speechless, dude. Thank you. That really does mean a lot, and we appreciate the support. And
big.
trust me, it won't go unnoticed. It really does mean a lot.
No, and I know that.
Next session to you.
Can I bring it up real fast, Matt, or is it too soon? We were talking about like expanding our engagement elsewhere.
I mean, you can go ahead and.
Is it too
well,
soon? I my goal is to hopefully engage more in the Discord, in all the public channels. We do a ton of this group especially does a ton of talking in our own private channel, and it's great and it's lovely and it does belong there. But we want to find more ways to actually connect with the community beyond like typing in chat. Because I know campaign 1, like one of my frustrations, a lot of other players as well, when we're in person with Matt, which is what campaign 1 is, we can't talk with chat like I can
which
here.
is tomorrow, by the
at
way.
my own. Don't remind me. I'm still processing. It is tomorrow, yes. However, like I'm able to type in chat, but when I'm in person tomorrow, I won't be able to. I don't have the availability because I don't have like 10 different devices I'm bringing with me. But we're hoping to be more engaging in the Discord, so please join the Discord if you fucking can. It's free, by the way. It doesn't cost you a penny. I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do. We're gonna find something. We've done a lot of like ask a DM and that kind of stuff, but maybe we should just have a general like D&D chat where people just like spew their D&D BS, and we all just say,
Yeah, no shit.
awesome.
Fantasy Animal Vegan, to follow up on you said just TPK them. I actually TPK'd my Monday night group but that is not my fault. I will defend myself to the end on this. That was their very poorly planned, executed plan.
Don't say there like it was a group decision.
Listen, I'll be the bold one in campaign 3. I don't die, Matt. Try it.
You try getting sucked into the astral sea and see if you survive.
I got 42 HP. I got 42 HP and I still was taking half damage. I tanked 2 breath weapons, baby.
Oh man.
Big monkey.
Yeah,
Oh,
Kothar is
Monkey,
like
small brain, big
hard
whack.
to fight, dude.
But that is all for us tonight. We are going to go ahead and sign off for tonight. Big love, man. You are amazing. Or woman. I said man. Whatever you want to be.
Vegan. You're an amazing human.
Big love vegan. Big love vegan.
Man's more like a term of endearment than a generalization. But
Sure, yeah. Whatever it is,
Yeah.
everyone have a good night.
you guys have a good night.
Thank you so
We'll
much
see
for
you next time.
joining us. Yeah.
Bye.